Afternoon and night. Welcome back to Flying Icarus Gaming. Welcome to our first episode of our new Minecraft. This is with Addicticraft owner Bruce Weed, sitting right in front of us. We are
Hello,
actually
hello.
partnered with them now for our new take on their server. This is the Addicticraft server. You can actually find it right here, right near your front page, Addicticraft at engine.com. You actually got both that IP and the non-numerical IP above. It is a hard mode server. They've been working on this for what, 2, 3, 4 months? Come in here
It's
with a party.
been 2 months,
2 months?
2 months.
It's gonna be a challenge. Don't go alone. Come in with a party, come with a group of friends, because you will get owned. Now, you actually see right here, I do have a full set of equipment going on as soon as you log in the server, just because it is a hard mode. He wants to give you a little bit of a fighting chance, so you get a full
Yeah,
set of diamond
a
just to
little
start.
bit, a little bit, just a little bit of a fighting
Something
chance.
to start with. Just be careful logging in. You definitely don't want to get caught in here with your pants down.
No, definitely don't want that.
Now, this is a Tekkit server. This is not your normal Minecraft, so you cannot log in here with a usual Minecraft login. You actually have to go through, download the Tekkit plugins. You can find those online, anything. Just go to Google, type in Tekkit. This is a 1.2.9G. He is running with roughly 50 to 60 different plugins, so there is definitely nothing to be worried about in here. If anything, you can't use these items. I can try and drag and drop them, but I'm not going to pick any of these items up. This is the entire items list and shows you even how to craft it. But you got 63 pages, and that is way more than you ever get. Most Minecraft games, you'll get roughly 8-9 pages, and that's about it. And even then, half of it is going to be either the clays, the stones. You don't really have anything that you can really look forward to.
Now, do bear in mind that's 60 plus mods. Actually, that's not even the plugins.
Ah,
There's
that's true.
actually, there's roughly what was there, 40 something plugins too.
Yeah, I know definitely just like you can't really see them from the help page. It only gives my side roughly 4 or 5, but I know as soon as you open up that Tekkit pack, because it is the blue rocket, that one normally will have up to 70 different plugins and mods active at a single time. So there is
Well,
no need for boredom.
there's 109 total, but there's actually 60, almost 70 of them, I believe, have were called children plugins, and they're more or less just extensions of a specific mod or a specific plugin, like Vault is to Essentials or to a lot of the other economy handling systems.
Yeah. Now, before we actually go out into this world, and I don't even feel like it right now because I've already got a couple deaths on this server. You go ahead and pull up that book. He actually loads you up with a book as soon as you walk in this game. This way you at least know what you're going to get yourself into. As we said, Bruce Weed here is the owner and developer of this server, Addicticraft. He is actually accompanied by his wife, the co-owner, as well as one of their friends, Cannon. Now, as you see down this list, you've actually got the developer, a couple admins, and a moderator. A couple of that is actually going to be changed around, and if you actually head to their webpage right here on screen, they are actually going to be pretty soon getting applications. So if you want to, if you want to hop in, be an admin, be a
Oh,
moderator, check it out.
we're actually taking applications now as it is. With the new server getting ready to open up before too much longer, I'm always looking for staff, reliable staff, that is.
Yeah, definitely, toss them an email, toss them a message, hand that out. Now, since it is a Tekkit server, you do have plugins in here. They have shops. We're gonna walk around there and show you real quick. Now, there's going to be one other thing I'm not going to show you quite yet, and that is going to be the wild. There's going to be two ways to actually get outside of the spawn zone. Talk about that in a little tiny bit. And we'll actually also go over this wallow as well. Now, today I am actually playing by myself. The rest of Flying Icarus Gaming is not present at this moment. Everybody else is currently AWOL, but we are going to be back here tonight for our second episode. So go ahead and stay tuned for that one. You can actually find that on Twitter, and if you just hang over on the twitch.tv, you can find us there as well. Now, like I was also saying, this is a hard mode server, so we're actually going to put on our diamond equipment real quick. You'll see that I actually had a couple of small things I was collecting, just kind of getting my feet wet in the server earlier, so don't mind me. Now, you will only start with a book, your armor, and your sword. If
Well,
you
you
have the
st
iron tools, you'll have that, but there is actually access to the kit. You can get tools. There is an in-game currency system if you use the balance command. I only have $300 left because I actually had bought myself a set of tools because I had died.
Uh
So
oh.
that was my fault. I ended up losing quite a few things. Um,
I believe a zombie ran off with your stuff, didn't he?
I know I wouldn't be surprised if some of the mobs were picking my gear up. They definitely earned those spoils.
Yeah.
Now, as you guys can see here, and this is actually on all four corners of this spawn area. These are the shops. It is the traditional left click, right click shops. Left click to buy, right click to sell. Now, this game actually uses a certain way of supply and demand. So, I mean, obviously, if you're in here with your friends and you guys all decide you want to sell one thing, it's first come first serve. Whoever gets there first, honestly, will make the most money because as soon as that chest fills up, that's it.
Well, the thing is, there is no chest. These are just signs. This is a global shop. The prices actually dynamically change. Like, as you can see in this instance here, if I were to buy, say, one of these, it changed the
Oh,
price. If I were to sell it back, oh, oh, hold up. I
it's gonna
gotta
t
have
yeah.
nothing. I gotta have nothing in hand when you do it. There we go. There we go.
Ah, okay. So it goes up, goes down. So yeah, if you better be first one here if you want to make the most money out of it.
Also, one thing you will notice, there's gonna be a slight change here in a little while. I forgot to add the cell tax back to 50 so that you get half back of what is actually on the sign. So if it, for example, was saying 272, you would only get half of that back when you sell something to the shop.
Oh, okay. So even more so, definitely either start stockpiling or make sure that you know what you're doing because you don't want to lose all your money in one swift go. All right.
And do bear in mind, some of these shops will end up changing. I haven't decided whether or not yet to go with just what's on the wall, or if I'll every now and then change up the shop, put some different items up there, and maybe have like a specialty shop that's for like VIP players or something. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But for the most part, there's enough shops to go around.
Yeah, now definitely seems like it. Now, also right now, this the server does look in at least on my screen. There's the colors kind of monochromatic and everything kind of clash with each other. This server actually does use a texture pack. I do not have this right now. We're going to be posting it in the link below after the stream's over. You can actually also find a few of those with the shaders on their website as well. You can actually find it over there in that gallery page. You can see it top corner. It looks beautiful. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
this entire thing. So this original tower that you actually spawn into, with as soon as you get those texture packs, as soon as you get that shader in there, this entire thing looks completely different. It doesn't look anything like this, and that's what a lot of servers will do these days. But definitely for this one, I'm not giving it anything close to its justice. So take my word for it. All right. Real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys just a quick walk around. So obviously this is the giant spawn zone. A lot more is going to be getting added in here. I'm gonna go ahead and let Bruce talk about that while I continue just kind of walking around.
Soon we'll be having, we're going to look into adding a mob arena in because we know everybody enjoys a good mob arena, a good closed in tight spot with a bunch of mobs chasing after you. We will be adding PvP arenas because we do know that there are players out there who do enjoy a good PvP fight. So we figure why not give them something to do when they want to, plus offer rewards, of course, for the highest kills or whichever the actual setup may be, whether it be capture the flag or something like that. I will be adding a few other things to the game that's behind the scenes, changing up. The look of the banners is going to get changed, of course, but we're going to be adding more or less a couple of security measures just to be sure on top of what we already got, and adding in some pretty much just fun things from there for the players to play on, like I said, the PvP arenas, the PvP arenas to fight each other, as well as some other stuff that I'm looking into. And I was just talking to you earlier about it. I know you were wondering about. I was thinking about making the mobs where they don't burn at night, so this, or excuse me, at day, so that pretty much there's no safe time to go outside and play.
Yeah, when I start walking down, I'll definitely be showing you guys just how brutal this server does get. Actually, there is one thing I'm gonna actually show you really quick before anything does happen. This way, if you want to, you can actually keep a track of that. So right here, usually when you jump into a Minecraft server, it shows you each name of the player when you hit tab, or if you hold down tab, and then right next to that it'll give you their ping. It's usually going to be those bars you see. It tells you just how good a connection is for a player. But in this server, you see those numbers right next to it. So for mine 8, Bruce got 21, and then the other admin actually has 45. That is the total amount of deaths you've had in the server since you've logged in. So obviously, I logged in a couple hours yesterday, just kind of making sure that I actually had my character correct and everything. I died 8 times. I died eight
Well,
times,
I
and I killed 2 monsters during that. That's it.
well I do believe you were doing more running trying to locate stuff. If I remember correctly, trying to find uh whoever it was that was lost, and you got killed a couple times, and then I think you were standing there and you starved to death the one time
Yeah,
too.
it
So
was it was a bad day for sure.
it was
The,
definitely a bad day.
yeah,
It
things
was
things
a
weren't going
family
too hot for me.
compound.
You're actually gonna
It's
notice that on the side. So we do have Ray's minimap mod. I know a lot of you, if you have played on Tekkit servers, you have played on modded servers. Ray's minimap is gonna be one of the greatest things you actually can have on a server. Just from the word of it, it is a mini map. You have access to where most games, you actually have to make yourself the Minecraft map itself. It only gives you your waypoint if you're looking at your map for a specific zone. This one gives you a constant update of where you are in the area, and because you can see my little arrows kind of moving around, it gives you your direction, it gives you your spaces. And I don't know if you caught it earlier, but I think I made a waypoint yesterday. Yep, there it is. For one of actually the other players in Flying Icarus Gaming, she had made herself a little tiny house and she died. So we put up a waypoint to try and make sure that she could get back to that. And I can actually talk about on and off, just so it doesn't, if you end up getting 50 waypoints overworld, underworld, it doesn't matter where you are. You don't have these dots going all over your screen. So we're just gonna turn it off right now. Anytime
and
you
I
want to
will
use Ray's minimap, it's just the simple M key. A lot of it you can actually operate right from there. There's all these settings you can change. It's a big thing.
And I will go ahead and mention, if you really want to get the most out of Ray's mini map, the best way I've found to use it, anyways, is putting it. Well, after going to Ray's mini map and enabling it, of course, for death points, you might want to disable them unless you're carrying around a bunch of stuff on you. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with a new spawn or a new death point on your map every time you die, and so because it tracks all your deaths, not just one.
Yeah.
Also, going with a round map in your upper left corner with large gives you enough numbers to be able to see them really easily without hurting your eyes. It does kind of open up more of the space up there. It's not a square, it's a circle. And I like to use the Zan mini map, which looks almost like a pocket watch. And after doing so, if you want a bigger view of your mini map, you can hit X and it'll bring up an actual map for you. And I mean, it's a very very handy tool, very handy tool.
Yeah, that's for sure. And like as you guys can probably see right here on my screen, I'm actually going to be switching it through that round and square, and then here's the Zan and the Rays minimap. You can see where he was saying where the Zan does have that kind of compass look to it,
Oh yeah.
which works really well with that round because you do get that little nub there on top. Obviously, you can change the position of it. You can make it move anywhere around the screen you want to. You can change the size of it, the opacity, everything you can change completely. There's no worries on that one. We're actually gonna leave it as the circle. We do get the north, south, east, west. It'll turn with us. We no longer have that arrow though in the middle, so we're gonna be looking for that little tiny dot. We're just gonna be going center screen. But really quick, so here is the only, I guess not the only way off the island, but this is your spawn zone. This is the way to get off into the main world. This is
One of
the
the
leap of faith. So obviously, if you wanted to, this is the one way to know exactly where you're gonna fall. And even on that note, you can probably see that there are a couple things down there. Make sure you land in the water. Gravity still works in this game. You don't want to actually have anything bad happen right on spawn in. If you want to, though, there is the added option of typing in /wild, and that will port you anywhere within. I believe I checked it. I was messing with it last night. It is a 250 block radius around the spawn.
Actually, it is set to a 1 point location.
Is it a one
Just,
point?
yes, it's 1 point location. It's
Spectacular.
wherever I just kind of flew off for a few seconds and then dropped out of the air, landed, and set the wild there. I mean,
Just
you
kind of
can't get any
dropped you
more
off.
wild. Yeah, just can't really get any more wild than that. Just
Yeah.
run in one direction for a while and then just drop out of the sky and set it up. So I mean, why not?
Yeah. Now I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm actually gonna show you just what happens as soon as I fall off here. We're gonna try not to hit any of those, but yeah,
I,
I'm
I,
good
I
now. And I don't want to obviously
I
drown.
don't I don't want to jump.
You know what? It's just falling. Falling is like the worst thing. But we're actually gonna go off a little tiny bit distance so you actually can see what the spawn looks like. Yeah, I guess I can't climb up that tree quite yet. Go ahead and move a little bit of distance out so you can kind of see the giant grandeur. Now, of course, again, this is without any texture packs, that any of the shaders active. So this server does look very different when you have all that active. So if you actually want those logged in or anything, if you want to see how those are, just go ahead and pop over to that web page. You can check that out. If you anything, you can go to Google, just type in Addicticraft, and it'll pull you right up to where you need to go. Let's go and top on that lily pad real quick. So there is our spawn. Obviously, we got a couple clouds in their way, but that is where everything will start, and hopefully, where you will not end back up. You want as soon as you hop off that, unless you need to go back to the shops, that is going to be the one and only time you should be seeing that. Now there is a way to get back up there because obviously as a normal player we cannot fly. Even being able to build like blocks. I know a lot of people do that. Can't even do that. Within 100 blocks of that middle point, so right where my reticle is, right above that mark, there's that blue dot there. So anything within 100 blocks of that, you cannot build. That is the server's safe spawn zone. Obviously, it keeps you from griefing anything. If anybody wants to log in, try and be fun. They are not allowed. So actually, I'm going to show you real quick. So that sand that broke, that is outside of that 100 block radius. Let's actually go and put that back really fast. I don't need any extra sand with me. But any
You didn't want to
closer
take
we
the
go,
stand?
so that I believe that tree right there. If I was to break that tree, if I take off a leaf, that leaf is just gonna reappear. So if I wanted to waste a tool, I could actually sit there with my tool, keep attacking that. I could my tool would break. I would not get a single item out of it.
Well, you can try sitting here with lily pad from right here and try breaking a lily pad.
Yeah, certain. I think a few of these lily pads. Yeah, so this is still we're still a little
Just
too far
inside
out of
it.
that radius, but
Just.
there's it definitely makes it so that even like you can build right here at this wall. You could dig down and say you find a piece of diamond right here on that 100 block line. That piece of diamond is never going to be yours. That is always going to be safe in that server. Doesn't matter how much you beg the admins. Doesn't matter how much you beg anybody
Nope.
else. That ain't gonna happen.
If
TNT
anything, I'll come in
diamond.
there and take it myself.
Yeah, he'll take it and he'll wave it in front of you, and that'll be kind of how that one runs.
Yep.
Now, because it is a Technic pack, just as far as the servers, some of those go, you will have access to something a little different than water. Now, obviously, water is all we've seen right now. But if any of you have
A
ever
lot
tried
of.
using anything, you can do full size machinery. You've got a couple things where it's a couple mods to make new weapons, make new armor. Oh, looks like some of those. Actually, I don't want to even jump down there. Looks like some of my chunks aren't even loading up on my server, so I'm actually gonna have to dip out, log back in, and I'm gonna actually get to show you guys the one of the security measures that he has active on this server. This is really nice compared to a lot of other servers. So give me just
Well,
2 seconds.
at least one that you can see, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I've already got a password, so I'm just gonna let you guys know right now. Don't don't be mean and try and take my account, take my password. I'll be very
You can
unhappy.
always change it.
Yeah, I'll have to change it later because definitely going over this giant chasm is not something I'm looking forward to. I could actually go around there, but that's just not really something I'm looking forward to.
Potatoes.
So let's go ahead. Let's disconnect out of that. And actually, this gives me another chance to show you. So we're going to go and direct connect. I have it as an added server, but it's easier this way. This is the non-numerical server address, tekkitmain.addictcraft.com. Now, obviously, Addicticraft, just as far as a name goes, it could be taken a couple ways. You can either be addicted to Minecraft, or you could be addicted to other things. I actually just wanted to ask you, why did you choose Addicticraft out of all names?
Of all the names I've went with throughout the times that we've made the servers, it's always been this or that, and we wanted to go something a little more kind of home felt because it's one game that me and my old lady, we just can't seem to get enough. We always end up coming back sooner or later. And here we are again, making another server, and I figured why not call it Addicticraft? I mean, because it is addictive, and I mean you're crafting, so why not?
Yeah. Now, actually, on that same note, because I know you do have, your name is Bruce Sweet, and and there are a couple other players. I know right now this is actually a quiet server, but there are a few players who have interestingly named accounts. Was that actually attempted, or was it just kind of for the fun of it?
It was more or less for the fun of it. A lot of people think, oh, just because of this, they get the wrong impressions. The old saying goes, don't judge a book by its cover. Same could go for any server too.
Yeah, that's true. Oh,
I
see,
got
here's
you.
one of these skeletons.
Yeah, they're mean. Oh,
Yeah.
you got a
Oh,
special mob on you. Oh, I'm getting out of here. I'm sorry, you're on your own.
yep. This is gonna be kind of a fun little start. There we go. So you actually will see I am collecting cash as I'm killing things. That is just one of the things about this server.
I think you have a, I
I
don't know
got
if this is
a
on.
couple things hitting me right now, and those are not happy with me. So now every time I kill something, I'm actually earning in-game cash, and my little kill marker on that side is going to be going up. So that top monster slayer is in that corner. That is a way for the server to actually say who has killed the most in how many days. Now he has been talking about making it into a kind of a like a mini game about that.
And I figured, maybe running as an event when there's something going on, especially on the server, kind of add a little bit to the gameplay as people are enjoying what's going on as it was already.
Yeah. Now you guys can probably see that these mobs just kind of spawned up out of nowhere. There are a lot more than you usually see at night in a normal server. He actually, as far as hard mode goes, also has it set to double spawn rate. So, that's always fun. And I have a skeleton that is just out to get me. I'm actually
And we're
gonna.
gonna end up having this kind of torture during the daytime if I
Yeah,
add the day mod in and have them just okay. I gotta move. There's just too many of them.
yeah,
I'm
I know I'm actually even starting to run across the water. I need to get somewhere safer.
somewhere where.
Safe is, it's a small thing, but it's a hope.
Oh, I see a building.
There we go.
I'm
I'm
running
actually
for it.
gonna
Oh
get out of
God,
here.
oh my God, there's a skeleton here with he had fast speed and he was wearing full armor.
That's fun. So now I'm actually going to show you real quick. So you do have the teleport function in this game. It is the spawn function. Now normally in other games, as soon as you hit spawn or as soon as you hit TP, it's instant moving. What this game actually does on this server is if you spawn, if you type spawn or if you type home, any of those commands while you're in a battle against a mob,
Or try and log out.
or if you try and log out, you get 3 seconds. If you've recently been attacked or have attacked somebody within those 3 seconds, you actually will drop all of your stuff. You'll lose all your experience, everything. It's gonna drop right to the ground. You will port safely, but with nothing on you. Now it also asks you to move to not have to not move. You need to be super still. If you do get attacked, that spawn counter will actually reset. You won't go anywhere. If you are in PvP with somebody, that goes up to 5 seconds. So make sure that if you want to get anywhere safe, that you are ready to either lose everything or you're safe.
Well, the PvP right now is turned off, and like I said, I'm gonna put the PvP arenas in to give those who have to have that bite of PvP. Sorry, moving around at the same time. They'll be able to actually PvP without worries of losing anything in case of a disconnect or anything like that. So they won't have to worry about PvP out in the main world. I might make maybe a couple of spots that are just random PvP zones or something like that. I haven't decided yet which way to go with it.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah. I see what you guys mean there. I actually never did say anything about that. So right under the spawn, as one of you actually just pointed out, there are these torches right here. That is actually going to be one of the commands. I'm not going to type in right now because I'm already under here. But instead of jumping off that leap of faith, you actually can use the command, and you'll spawn just right here. It's just a quick way to get at the ground. You don't have to walk over that. Make sure that you don't hit a lily pad. You're not going to die from gravity. This and that. This is just probably the safe way down. So if you want to take it, you can. But leap of faith is by far a lot more fun. But thank you, yeah, thank you for noticing that. I appreciate that one. Now, since it is a survival server, you do usually play by yourself. Now, what happens in Minecraft, and this is, one thing that nobody likes, is you have the chance of someone griefing. In this game, you have what is called the wallow. It's W allow, but obviously it's a lot more fun to think that you are wallowing together in the misery. So I
Yeah.
actually have the rest of Flying Eagles Gaming in my wallow list. But what's going to happen is as soon as I put down a block, say that, if anybody else was to log in and they are not on my list, they cannot take my blocks. So even if I make a shelter out of dirt, somebody wants to come in and try and take that from me, they cannot. And that is the one way that I know that I am safe and secure.
I'm still fighting down, trying to get away from him so I can get away from him.
I ended up having to sit underwater and almost drown just to teleport out correctly.
Oh my god, go away, mini little zombie. Go away. Quit following me. Those little mini zombies are quick.
Yeah. So actually, just because I am within the 100 spawn zone, so you can see I'm trying to break this grass. Actually, I also picked up a zombie head. How nice. And it's gonna tell me I don't have permission for this area. That grass keeps respawning. There is nothing that's gonna happen with that. Oh, I hear another mob coming. Yep, a couple more zombies that are on their way. Everybody wants to take my head off today.
That's why I'm just running.
Man.
I'm over here underneath spawn by the torches again.
Yeah, I'm actually heading back over that direction.
It seems safe over here because I have the spawning I think turned off over here. This way, when you're playing and you first spawn down, you come down here, you don't end up getting bombarded by a bunch of mobs that have been sitting in the shadow all day.
yeah. Now you said that you guys have had a couple things that you're thinking of starting up pretty soon. Do you actually have like a timeline or a day set that you want to try and get that stuff turned in by?
The stuff for this server, I want to have the server completely just finished and done within the next couple of days as far as adding in the last few permissions and the VIP ranks and such. The arenas, of course, and then anything other tweaks that might need to be done. After that, I got a Skyblock server that's going to be coming out in about, I would say, a couple days after that, because I'm working on them both kind of simultaneously to try and get them kind of released this almost the same time, even though I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah. You know what? Just anything that you can do to help out. Anything that you can look forward to. You know, gives the players definitely a lot more. It is a Technic pack, so you're gonna be in here for who knows how
A
long
lot.
playing games anyway. But it is something you can look forward to. Now you can actually see we just chopped down that one little piece of wood. I don't know if any of you have actually tried that before, but it is one of the plugins. It is I'm trying to remember the actual full name of it, but it
It
is it
is
is more.
called Tricapitator, and it's actually part of Tekkit. It's actually one of the mods.
Yeah.
And so everybody loves being able to cut down the tree with one fell
Yeah,
swoop.
one swing, it stops you from having to sit there and go at it forever. Just I know a lot of people they will sit there and try and attack. First that middle block, kind of jump up into it. Start taking everything else down. So that helps out. Um, it is daytime now. Obviously, daytime is kind of a safe zone, but in this server, since he is going to be putting the new plugins, daytime is not even going to be your safe zone. So like I said, if you've got if you have teammates, if you have the people you can play with, by far make sure that they're with you. You want someone to watch your back at all times.
Oh, definitely. Oh my God, that's the truth. And if you go into the caverns and thinking you're gonna be mining by yourself, you better have eyes on the back of your head.
Yeah. So anybody who thinks that they're too good for torches, anybody who thinks that they've been playing this long enough that they're fine by themselves, definitely think again. You will have a rude awakening. Now, I noticed one of you guys you've been asking about it. So yes, this black this is actually tar, and if not tar, it's the oil in this game. This, unlike water, unlike lava, you cannot actually make it into the non loss form. Where I know with water you can you put it into a 2x2 square. You have it just deep enough. You can actually be fishing in there. You can be grabbing as much water as you want to. this is one resource that actually will go away. So, if you drain this completely out, you actually have to go off and find something else. This is used in part of the Technic pack. This is used for certain machines. Now, as we all know, there are people who actually love to go ahead and do strip mining. Strip mining is one of the greatest ways to try and get good materials. It's good, it's a good way to go
That's
get
the
iron,
truth.
to get diamond, this and that. Well, with the machines, as long as you have some of this in your machines and you get everything picked up correctly, it'll actually run automatically for you. Now, I
As
don't
long
have any
as those chunks
access.
are loaded.
Yeah, as long as everything is like gonna work, it'll you could sit here, I could leave this computer for an hour and just let it go, and this thing could be all the way down to the bedrock. That is, if you had enough actually active going in that system, it'll all be fine. Obviously, I don't have access to that right now. A lot of that does take some time, but that is definitely not something I will be active to do. Now, let's see. This looks like a nice little tiny zone. I'm gonna go ahead, just so I have somewhere that I'm gonna spawn back later. I'm gonna go do a set home, and that's gonna be my new spawn point. Every time I type home, I'm gonna pop right here. Obviously, when I die, I'll go back to spawn. But if I need to go back right here, that's where I'll be. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab a little bit more wood. We're going to make ourselves a small building, just something that we can hopefully survive the night with, and no creepers are going to try and get in. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Now I'm not going to go straight for the usual iron. Obviously iron is what I have in diamond, but in this game, because Tekkit is active, it gives you access to a lot more. So you're gonna find we're gonna pick up tin. We're gonna pick up besides lapis lazuli and the redstone we've got. You're gonna find that there's silver. You're gonna find that there. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce them because some of these ores we're gonna find down there are the most confusing things I've ever seen.
Yellorium and all the other good stuff.
There is not, the designers of a couple of these plugins, a couple of these mods, they decided that no holds barred. And they're gonna give you exactly what you want. I know a lot of people ask for more stuff in their Minecraft game. Yeah, everything you have right here, and you don't have to know anything about servers. You don't have to know anything about plugins. You can just hop right in. You got no problems there. I know you can actually set it up right from your main computer. You can actually have it active to which ones you want installed. And actually, I think through this one, even through the Blue Rocket, you can have the more monsters. Obviously, it's not logged in through here because since there are a lot of weapons, and we've seen skeletons, we've seen zombies pick up equipment, pick up armor. You don't want to see some of those monsters picking up any of that the new weapons. Most terrifying thing is probably a turtle that carries a rocket launcher. That's just not something you really want to have happen to you because that's
Well,
something you can't kill, and it will definitely kill you.
one thing we did do is we did go and take out Belkin's weapon mod because it did bypass even spawn protections.
Yeah.
So we went ahead and removed that. We removed trade boosts because it was used for duping and a lot of other items that were used for duping. There is a post about it on the website that lets you know what's what's banned, what's not usable, because of whatever reason it may be banned.
So one of the things on that banning, they actually ban via IP address. So don't think that you can be one of those sneaky people where you come in and you're like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna do something on this server. I'm gonna log in as a completely different account. If you're on your same IP address, you are locked out forever. There's no hope getting back in. You can send them as many messages as you want to online. They're not gonna listen to you. You know,
The only message you'll get back from me is a cat shaking his head.
you toss this on yourself. This is what you get.
Exactly. If you can't find time to play it legitimately, don't play it at all.
Yeah. Alright, now real quick, we're actually going to make ourselves a little tiny hole in the wall. We're going to be going underground. It's going to be one of our safest little bets right here, and then we're going to start
Oh
building
yeah.
up and out. Now we are a bit close to spawn, so this gives me a little bit of faith, a little bit of a close area. Gonna go and eat some zombie flesh because I don't think I actually even have any food in my inventory right now. I'm gonna have to go and
I had a couple steaks on me. I
ah,
would
you're
get that.
fine. You're gonna have to forage
That's
for that
lucky.
later. Oh, there's Datote.
I was trying to do something and I can't remember what I was doing. Oh well, I'll figure it out later.
Yeah. There we go.
uh,
Now, because it is actually an older version, because it is through Tekkit, we're all used to making more doors in one door, so I'll be using up a little more wood than I want to, but that is okay with me. Alright, sheep, I'm gonna actually have you move in a second. Can't have that shit. Here we go. That's better. Yeah, I am digging underground. As far as underground goes, especially just with mobs and everything, I don't have any coal with me, but that's okay. We will function. Actually, gonna make sure we have a couple chests active, just to make sure we at least have somewhere to store our stuff. Make sure we're not getting a full inventory too early in the game. And you can see down in that corner it says Lockette. Place a sign headed private next to the chest to lock it. So if you are worried, if you are kind of a nitpicker, if you want to put just specific tools, if you want to put just specific materials in a chest, you can lock it. Nobody else can touch that but you and anybody that you allow to do that. Now, I myself am not very handy with any of the plugins. Not with any of the codes, nothing like that. That is definitely all Bruce here. Him, his wife, and actually a couple of the other people that have actually started the site, ran it. They are the ones who got all this running, got all this working, and it is a beautiful, beautiful server. It's challenging, but it's beautiful. And you know what? Sometimes that's all we need is a bit of a challenge. Oh, so many zombie heads all over now.
Yeah, from when we were out there getting swarmed.
Yeah, it's definitely
We were lopping off heads.
let's see. Now,
Off with his head.
because it is one of the plugins we got, so you'll see right here, Oakwood. It's gonna give you the item number right there. Just in case you're an admin, you're a mod, you can go and spawn the item in. So that is number 17. If anybody has actually run their own server, they know exactly what numbers are. But then under that, you can see it says Minecraft. It's a standard Minecraft object. You got a couple of those, but then we got this rubber wood, and we were actually cutting down a couple of those trees just a few seconds ago. This is from This is actually one of the mods that are active. It's called Mine Factory, and that is one of those
I
things that I was
love it.
telling you about. Let me see if I actually cannot pull through that page. See if I can't show you. So these are computer crafts. It's basically computer craft is going to be redstone on crack. We're gonna have a couple
Oh,
things. As you
oh
can see, I'm
Lord.
clicking through, and there's stuff that I couldn't even begin to tell you.
I mean, I can show you basic setup getting started as far as making like a steam dynamo with a little setup for a pulverizer and stuff like that, but it's about the best I can do myself. There's still a lot of this stuff I'm still trying to figure out. There's so much in here.
Yeah.
It's When I went through it, there was 6,700 and some odd items in this
Ooh.
game.
See,
So
that's there's a point where there's too much, but you know what? If you get time to actually go through it all, that's great.
it's worth it. And the great thing about this game is not only do you have a main world, you have a main world, you have a nether, you have the end, you have the underworld, the mist worlds, which change based on pages. You have your dimensional doors, which can either be a good thing or a bad thing. Then you have the moon, you have Mars. I mean, there's so much to do. Now, our mist worlds and our dimensional door worlds do get deleted once from 1 to 3 times a week, depending on how many there are.
Now
So
I'm trying
whatever
to
you do,
think.
just
Mist.
don't
That
build
was
there.
Mist World. So that basically it's Mist like the old 80s and 90s game, correct? It's the one where it's right out. You make the book or you got the book and it's the pages, correct?
Yes,
Yeah. So if any of you have
and
actually
we have a
gone
little
through
book
and
stand.
yeah, so if any of you have actually played the old Mist game, it was Mist, Riven. I'm trying to think. There was one other one, but what it was is that in that game you actually had access to different worlds via books. Now in this game, I'm actually going to see if I can't find one for you real quick. But as soon as you pop up one of those, that is your own separate world. Now I'm betting that people can probably log into there no problem. You can have explorers kind of in your own little world, but you probably wouldn't want that very much. Let's see.
And the one thing I do encourage people to do is, if you do any mining, do it in do it in the mist worlds. You're most likely to get better resources there, anyways. as far as I can tell, I've found a few worlds, mist worlds that were just absolutely riddled with all kinds of resources, and it's all in what page you make for the mist world, which world you make,
Yeah. Now,
and
really
but
quick, just because we were talking about it. So down here, you actually can see with one of the other ones, we have Galacticraft. We're gonna have the copper, we're gonna have the tin, we're gonna have aluminum. Up here with the project red, we've got you got the ruby axe, you've got sapphire, you have peridot. Down here you've got the golden saw, you've got sickles. There's so much extra that these add to you that you can play this for. You could actually be in this server for literal months and just
and
and
store
not.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I forgot to almost mention that too. You also do have space stations that you can make too.
Yeah, I know one of the other members of Flying Icarus. He was actually trying to get a couple of those things going. I know he actually had a mist world activated. Ooh, I when I turned the corner, I saw those zombie heads. I thought there was a couple of them in here.
That's why I like putting them in here.
That one actually kind of
Make
worried
sure
me a little
you're
too much
awake.
there. Ooh.
Make sure you're awake.
Yeah, that one got me a little tiny bit. All right, let's go make that quick furnace.
And on the texture pack, their faces look really, really goofy. So it's you come in and you turn around and you look over your chest and you got these two goofy looking zombies, like their mouths are all gaped open and a funky smile, missing most of their teeth, one eye's half shut.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
looks like the other admin is AFK, non AFK. They're just kind of running
Yeah,
through.
she's doing schoolwork right now. Actually,
Yeah, there you go.
she is going through her book with a highlighter,
Hey, there you go.
with a thumbs up.
So now I guess just as far as a server, I know myself, I am a student. I know a lot of the players are students. They're either in school, out of school. Obviously there's always summer vacation. Just as far as making the server, was there any particular reason you wanted to do that? Did you have any like particular drive? Because I know making a server takes a lot of time, a lot of patience.
Well, I've been pretty good with computers most of my life since age 2, and I've always loved working with servers or building stuff and being constructive, making game servers. I've ran anything from the old Counter-Strike 1.4 all the way through. I've ran Half-Life 2 servers, and just server after server. So it's something I enjoy doing, but the unfortunate part is gotta have the backing to do it. That's the
Yeah,
hardest part, is making sure that your server stays up. And a lot of people don't realize that a lot of these servers that are still up have a lot of dedicated players that donate for whatever it may be, or even just to donate.
yeah, exactly. Now, because like I was showing you guys earlier, if you do go on the website, obviously most games you can go ahead, log in here, just hop in, hop out, whatever. Now you probably saw, when I had to log out, log back in, fix my chunks. There was that thing asking me to log in with the password. Now, obviously, don't use that password if you're gonna try and log in as me. Obviously it's my
Okay.
password, but don't use it. But
He says, "Don't you do it," and it
yeah,
ain't gonna happen
yeah,
anyways. Because as soon as they try and get on it, if it's not your IP, they're not gonna be able to get on it.
yeah. So what's gonna happen? As soon as you log in the very first time, you're gonna actually be up there in spawn. It's gonna ask you to register a password. This is just the one. This is one of the many things that they do to make sure that your account is your account. Now, obviously, you don't want to forget your password. If you forget your password, you're logged out anyway. But every time you log in after that, it's gonna have you type that password in. Now, of course, if I was to be out there with the mobs and I log in, I'm not gonna be able to get attacked until I can log in, because that would be kind of silly. It would be how quickly you can
Yeah.
type in this and that. But as soon as you type that in correctly, it plops you back down to the ground, and you are ready. You're ready to go again. You can also actually register right here on their site. You can register. You can log in your account. This is just a good way to let just to talk to other players. Say I'm not online. Say someone else isn't online, but you want to talk to me. You can go right on there. You can actually go ahead and click on my character. You can click on my account. You can type in right there. We can keep right there. You can also see this is actually a server that can hold 100 people. It is obviously myself and the admins this morning. So it's just going to show the three of us real quick. But it's up to 100 players. So like I was saying, bring your family, bring your friends. It's nice to have as many people in there as possible. You can also see there's the news, the announcements up here. You actually have the IP, both numerical and non-numerical. Everything is right there. Anything you need to know is right on that front page. Let's see, it's still nighttime and there's plenty out there waiting to kill me. So I'm actually gonna go ahead. I'm gonna crack down probably right over here. I'm gonna make
And I
sure.
did want to let everybody know that just earlier I put a couple new additions to the website up there. We're working on trying to make it a little less long, so there's not as much. But if you're looking for the staff application, it'll be at the bottom and it is collapsed. So you'll just have to hit the little arrow to open it up and submit it. As far as everything else, it's just latest threads on the right side with a little button below it. If you feel like donating anything, you can feel free to donate there. We'll get a store set up for everybody to be able to get some resources if they feel like getting ahead a little quicker.
For a server that is in hard mode, definitely having something else that can help you out is a good start. Now, real quick before I actually go down any higher, hey Blitz Gamer, welcome. Right here, actually, we are looking at a piece of copper ore. This is normally not anything you'd see in a normal game of Minecraft. So don't start thinking, oh man, I'm totally gonna go into the game and be like, oh look, I'm gonna look for copper ore. You'll go through the entire thing and not find a single piece. Now it is the
Yeah,
thermal
copper ore is
expansion.
it's a little bit of a pain in the butt to find sometimes, but then you can manage to hit clusters of it.
Yeah, right now I've only found the 4 pieces. We'll go up there. I can show you kind of what it'll be used for. I'm just gonna go ahead and mark down a little tiny bit farther. Let's see if I actually can't find you something else. So there are a few stones that are lookalikes. So don't be getting too excited. Oh, thank you. I was actually just about to put one of those down.
I got you. I'm right behind you.
Now there is one that looks like an emerald. It is not gonna be an emerald, so don't get too excited. You can
It'll be a
try.
pale or a quantum or
Yeah,
God
I
knows
think I
what
think it's
else.
quantum ore if I'm right. But definitely don't go and try and trade that with the with any of the villagers. Here's another thing. Actually, we got tin ore. Tin ore is one again. Another thing you're not going to find in a normal game of Minecraft. If you keep trying, you're never going to find it. So I appreciate everybody trying to do that, but it's not going to
Good
happen.
luck.
Yeah, it's not going to happen anytime soon. I actually want to see if I cannot find any of the special ores or crystals anywhere, so I can show you guys how a couple of those machines are going to work.
Oh, do I need to play Diggy Diggy Hole while we're doing this?
I mean, if you want to, I'm gonna try. Let's see, we are currently 51, so I should be hitting something pretty soon.
I'll tell you what. You get left side, I'll get right side, and we'll dig down.
There you go. I know. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
There's a
there's a
hole.
ravine.
Ah, here we go. So there's a couple things. So this is sapphire ore. This is yet another gem that we're not gonna be finding normally.
And the ores can be used to make weapons. Just bear in mind that, especially if you're going to use your emeralds for making weapons and not using them with the villagers, the emerald is just as good as the diamond pickaxe, but doesn't last quite as long as the diamond pickaxe. This has been something that's been up for debate for a while, but I've done the math, and it's not quite as long lasting as a diamond would be.
Yeah. So just like how you guys have seen, there obviously gold does not work as well as other things will. Don't feel too disheartened. All right, here's a couple. This is actually a really nice cavern.
Oh yeah.
Definitely finding quite a
Oh,
bit
whoa.
here.
Got an Enderman over here to the left and a really big drop. Well, I'm gonna
Yeah,
put torch right here so you know where this drop is.
yeah, I'm actually gonna be making a small step going up just so we can get back up to that little lever. Just gotta make
Alright.
myself a tiny
I
bit of
took
hole.
a block out
Hey.
from underneath that to make some room. I'm gonna take that block out for our head so we don't end up with knots on our head.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, you're not gonna take damage if you crack into something, but
Thank God, right?
yeah, but it's your character will still thank you in the end, so don't worry about that. All right, so you're gonna see I actually just pulled up my inventory. There is quartz in this as well. It's not the quartz that you're gonna be finding in the new Minecraft update. This is gonna be on the energistics, the applied energistics. I apologize. Every time you break one of those down, you're gonna be getting either dust, quartz, or both. Now those are gonna be used for a couple of the. I actually can't even tell you off the top of my head what page is gonna be for a couple
Yeah,
of those
good luck.
machines. Yeah, you'll be dipping through that quite a few. Now, since there are quite a few things going on, you definitely are not going to have the inventory spaces for a lot of this stuff. You know, this is why it is actually good to have a base either close to your zone, or at least make sure that you know where you're going to go. You don't want to be moving with a lot of stuff on you and then end up being completely screwed over. And let's see. This actually might be another thing. So I've got some copper ore on me, but this might be a different set of it. Yeah, this is actually gonna be one of the other things that I was.
After smelting, don't quote me on this one, but I believe I've seen it happen a few times, anyways. The after smelting either one, they do end up stacking afterward.
Yeah.
Now,
So you'll
I
see
don't
right
know if it
here.
still does or not, but
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely up in the air. I don't remember how that goes. But you see, I actually have two different types of the copper ore. One of them is from the thermal expansion. One of them is from the Galacticraft. Now, just like we both said, we don't know for sure. I myself have not actually tried it as much, but you can hopefully, when you smelt it, when you actually refine them a little bit more, that they will become the same object itself. That is up in the air. I will try that out actually in a little bit when we get back up there.
hey, you missed another piece of copper over here for Galacticraft.
Darn. Yeah, there is a few in that corner.
That's one thing I've
There
always
we go.
liked to do is when I'm mining, if I hit a ore pocket, I always like to follow it a little bit more just to see if it leads anywhere.
Yeah. Now you guys will see right here. We actually there. This
Oh,
this is this
sword.
is a weird little zone. You actually see on this wall. We actually have marble here.
Marble.
Now marble blocks you can go ahead and grab. It's gonna look kind of like the new quartz blocks. So don't be too happy. Don't be too sad when you see it and you don't really get anything out of it. I'm not gonna break your heart, but it's definitely not what most people are hoping for. It is a very nice looking block, however. You can definitely make huge hounds out of
Buildings.
this, but it
Yeah.
does these areas you can actually, if you want to call it, it is a separate biome underground. A lot of this game will actually add more biomes above and below ground. You won't notice it too much, especially above ground. The most that will happen is you'll get different trees, you'll have different saplings, this and that. But below ground is where a lot of things change. So you'll see, especially just
Whoa.
as far. Oh, that's a lot of other creatures, and that Enderman almost looked at me.
Oh, there's Ruby right there.
There's some rubies over there. Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah, there's
Let's.
rubies over there, man. I can build a
Damn.
bridge over to it. Watch out. I'll build a bridge over to
Yeah.
it.
Let's go ahead and grab a couple of those real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and empty out a few of my useless items. Um, Now, a couple of the mob drops you actually don't want to throw quite yet. Spider eyes, a couple of those, just because fighting mobs is not the easiest thing in this game. So make sure that you keep what you have. Um, on the same note, if you do need to actually collect iron, if you need to collect this and that, it's gonna be a bit tougher. So like that down there, that I'm gonna take a wild bet is not gold. That's gonna be copper. That's gonna be either tin or aluminum. But as you can see right here, none of that is actually the iron that we need to make anvils. None of it is going to be stuff that we can use to actually start repairing or upgrading objects. It's just not going
I'm
to happen.
looking for a way down.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna. Let's
what's
see.
your hunger at right now?
I'm full right now. I am actually good to go. Uh,
Jump.
oh, you just jumped? Too funny.
Hell yeah, just jump. I can
Let's see
heal up
if I
those
can
2 hearts that I
make.
lost.
Actually, make sure that I at least have a path going back. Just because I
Eh,
don't want to get
you can
stuck.
always find one.
Yeah. I know. I've had enough games where I've gotten myself stuck down there, and I've had mobs get angry at me. So there we go. That's
Okay,
a bit
here
better.
you go. There's a there's a window into the next looks like a cabin, I'm guessing, or some sort.
Yeah, that does. It does look like it goes a little tiny bit. Give me actually 1 second. I'm gonna go and see if this isn't gold. I don't believe. Yeah, this is
Oh,
so
there's
this
like
is yellow, right? This is actually for some of the reactors. Now reactors are an entire thing I'm not gonna go into. That is actually a part of the mods that I never really understood myself. I'm
Oh,
actually
they're
gonna
not
go.
too bad. They're pretty straightforward. All you need is yellorium and lead, and then you build the pieces you need to make the reactor.
Yeah,
It's if you go to YouTube, there's a bunch of videos on it. It doesn't take long to make one.
yeah,
And using those versus like steam dynamos, which is what I prefer to use myself. It takes a little bit more work, but once you get to a point where you've got, a few things running off of your Steam Dynamos and you want to run with more power for ME controllers, and then you need to look into using the actual reactors.
Yeah. Oh, no, actually, we just found a nice little deposit of those quartz stones. There's actually a skeleton over there who is now he's now checking us out. So we're gonna go
Where,
actually drop down a little tiny bit.
where's he at?
It's
Oh,
just
he's above
above.
me.
Yep, he's kind of hopping in and out of that. He is a
Yeah,
little bit
come on
pissed
up here.
off.
Get hit in the head.
See, a little bit of experience, but didn't drop any items. Now that's actually another thing that people will notice as you're playing is since there are new items in this game, mobs will actually have a different a mob drop. Also, that skeleton has an enchanted bow. I don't want to even mess with him right now.
You probably don't. Oh wow, I almost just died.
Yeah, I don't know how I really feel about that one real quick. I'm actually gonna.
Okay, start
Oh,
swinging.
I just fell into a nice little pool. Oh, there's quite a few things over there.
Oh God, I'm getting hit. Please
Yep,
don't hit me down.
I'm gonna actually walk out of this little cave. I am not feeling pretty good about that.
I'm getting hit by something. Oh, a skeleton. That's what's hitting me.
There's another group. Oh, man,
There's
there's all these zombies.
Oh, oh my God, there's special.
Yep, I am gonna shift around this corner. Let's go ahead and
Oh, I'm stuck on the wall. Hit me, hit me, hit me.
oh, oh God.
Let me up, let me up. Let me out of here.
All
Oh
right.
my God.
Oh, this is gonna be. All right, I'm gonna hop over
Look at
here.
that. Look at that.
All right, if you wanna
Oh my God.
yeah, if you wanna pop over on this side, that's a pretty nasty group coming. So
Come with
that's
me. I gotta eat. I gotta eat so bad.
yeah. There should be that little block you can actually hop up on. You can see if you can to jump up and over. Now, as you guys see, this is what we were saying earlier. Go ahead and make sure you have a group coming in here. You get locked in here with if this was by myself or if he was by himself on his survival right now, that would have ended really badly for both of us.
Oh yeah, let me heal real quick. Hold up. I'm down
Yeah,
to. I was down to like 1.5 hearts, man. They were tearing me up.
yep, yeah,
That was brutal.
that got fun for sure. I'm actually
Oh yeah.
I have
Oh
actually a
yeah.
little bit of food real quick. I'm gonna go and eat that.
Yeah. Speaking of food, I'm pretty much on E right now.
There we go. Yeah, I'm cleaning up my inventory. I'm making sure that I'm kind of tossing a couple things here and there.
Well,
Now
do
my
save your zombie brains and stuff like that, because the worst case scenario, you need something to eat. You can go with a little poison. And oh
oh,
God, I just let him walk right into me.
so yeah, there are still creepers. Creepers, since it is hard mode, they will not stop being aggressive towards you. I know a couple people have actually
Well,
been asking about that. The
now you
higher
can
your
actually, if you have a cheetah, if you tame or not, excuse me, not cheetah, an ocelot. If you tame one and carry it with you, they will actually not come near you.
yeah, I know they're just since I don't believe that we actually have any jungle biomes around us.
No, not around us,
Yeah,
but there
finding
are.
that's gonna be a little harder. My pickaxe is actually just about to break, even though I have earned enough cash via our fighting there.
Oh my God.
Actually
Oh
going
no, no,
to
no, no, go away, go
oh,
away.
that was about to be really bad.
Oh, got a creeper. Ow. Oh my God, I got a half heart.
That skeleton is just waiting for me.
Oh my God.
All right, so man, there's just a ton of zombies following you on that side.
Uh,
I have a baby zombie up here too, though.
There we go. It was over 3 seconds.
Did you manage to spawn out?
Yeah, just barely.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna have to head up top side. I know my pickaxe is just about to break. Oh, and there's that creeper right there. He's waiting to
Yeah, I'm gonna stop
say
by my
hi.
house right quick and pick up some food real quick.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong about that. I'm actually trying to figure out yep, there's that way up.
Oh my God, everything is everywhere.
Yeah. Now, as soon as I actually get up to safety, I'm gonna go ahead and block off this wall real fast, and I'll show you guys that link. You can hop into that server if you'd like. I know we always are looking for people to play with.
Let's see.
There's that real
Oh, here we
quick.
go. Food.
Let me go ahead and set home. This way I'm not just going to pop outside. There's that home set. Let's see. I don't think I actually picked anything up that I can sell. Yeah, I'd have to actually turn it all. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I actually want to turn that the other way. There we go. Let's go and fix that real fast. So I can show you guys how that all runs. The server
Eat me an
is
apple.
ran
There we go.
24/7. You don't have to worry. I mean, apart from if they're going to be running any updates, if you're running any bug fixes, stuff like that. You can hop in, play any time of the day that you want. You can play by yourself, you can play with friends. It doesn't matter. This will be open for you for your gaming pleasure.
I'm gonna hand you some stuff here that you left, well, that I grabbed up for you, more or
Oh
less,
yeah, actually gonna
like some
be.
coal, tin, the rubies that were across the way,
Oh right,
copper
right.
ore. Um, Here, let me toss you a bone.
Woo!
Here's some
I'm
slime
gonna be putting a
balls.
couple of these things in this chest over here
Oh,
now. Since
hold
since
up.
you guys can actually see where we ran to, this is my little house.
You had some dropped. Yeah, you had dropped some sticks, I think,
Oh, I
earlier.
was wondering where those disappeared to. Okay.
Yeah, I picked them up because I saw you drop them. I was like, hey, wait a minute, you need those.
Yeah, that would explain because those vanished earlier, and I had no idea where those disappeared to. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
picked them up so you didn't end up losing them because I do have a feature in the server where it does clear entities that are laying on the ground. The despawn rate of arrows that are stuck into the ground and in yourself or other players, trees, whatever it may be,
yeah.
the despawn rate of them are a little bit quicker so that they don't hang around and cause lag later.
All right, so we're almost done with this with these set of the copper ore for the Galacticraft, and we're gonna go and try the ones that are the thermal expansions, see if those are the same ones. If not, obviously you have to keep two different stacks with you. Hopefully not, but we're about to find out. Oh,
Well,
actually, had a couple more in that little box.
we shall see.
Otherwise, just the same thing as everything else goes. There are plenty of items in this, and every time you click on it, it actually shows you how to craft it. So you're not gonna have to look on them. Look online and be like, oh, how do I make? We're just gonna say right here, an upgrade panel. It'll have right here, this is obviously gonna be something that is gonna be a bit higher leveled. Um, I guess not even leveled per se, but you won't find these, or you'll have to make these. It'll take you quite some time.
And also, for those of you who, say, oh, the blocky world, yada yada, with talking about the blocks and everything being block shaped. Now in Tekkit, you do have different angled blocks to give, say I want to give it this texture, or I want to give that a dirt texture.
So now you actually will see. So it is the carpenter's blocks, but because it is a slanted object, because we are underground. Let me actually go ahead and open that up so I can show you that since it is a slanted block, I actually can walk up it like a slant block. It is not. It is going to act almost like stairs, but it's not going to be with the stair mark. It's not going to have the line right here that kind of tapers off right there. It's just
Yeah,
be one slope.
we are wheelchair friendly here. So, if by all means you want to come in, by all means come on in.
If Steve suddenly becomes crippled, you're fine. You don't have to worry about
Yeah,
that one.
exactly. Exactly. At least you can have the ramps to get back into your house, while you're running from the special mobs that are chasing you.
All right, so let's see. I don't think they're gonna show up. Yeah, it's shown up as two different pieces of copper ore,
Aw.
as the ingots. So obviously, for certain pieces, if you need to have all of one kind of another, it does make you search for a bit longer, but it's also not going to make the game as easy as being able to go right down to. I believe 16 is the first like big start for finding a ton of diamond. Diamond is no longer the highest thing you
Layers
can find.
12 to 16 is what the layers are supposed to be.
Yeah. Now,
And
like,
you can do what I do and put any kind of what I do, well, I try to do is sort everything based on like applied energistics, Galacticraft,
yeah,
thermal expansion. This way I know what's what with the ores. This way I know which ores to grab and I don't end up grabbing the wrong ones and looking stupid when I go to my workbench.
yeah. Hey, Death Monkey, welcome over here to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Um,
Yeah, we don't mind having people joining us by all means.
yeah. So actually, I'm gonna get while we're waiting for a couple of these to go, I'm gonna put that tin ore in there real quick. Now we'll actually have that stuff going. Here, once again, is that the IP address you can hop into. Now, obviously, if you're, depending on what your computer does, sometimes the Minecraft servers do get a little buggy. There's a numerical 192.99.222.59. That is your numerical way to get in, or you can use the non-numerical Tekkit main.addicticraft.com. That's the one I use, and it works just fine for me. Oh, that zombie decided to tear that door right down.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that yes, they can get in your house by using that. One quick way of getting around that to prevent from dying in your house like that, just place a block of dirt behind your door or your doors if you have two in this case. And
Yeah,
this way, if they do happen to break through, they can't get to you while you're working on your workbench or anything else you might be doing.
yeah. I definitely might actually have to do that really fast. I know.
Well, I'm covering your back to make sure one doesn't try and jump you when you're trying to.
There you go. So actually, we're gonna plop it right there, real quick. Oh, you're
While
here
we're
to
talking,
watch? All right. Yeah, no. Definitely. You're free to watch. This is actually the new Addicticraft server. Bruce here is the admin. He's the creator. It is a Tekkit server. You can come in here as you can probably see there are 63 pages of stuff to do. See if you play Minecraft here. If you ever need anything to do, you
and if you're not interested in Tekkit, then there'll be a vanilla Minecraft or vanilla Skyblock with a survival map with it coming out before too much longer as
yeah,
well. So
something to do. Yeah, it's nighttime. I'm actually gonna see. I think all my stuff is done in here. Yep. So let me see. I should actually have something that I can do real quick.
I know you
Set
said
this
something
15.
about your pick being just about broken. You might want to. I was gonna say you can vote, get you some diamonds, and make you some steel or diamond pickaxe. This way you don't
Yeah.
run out.
Yeah. No, I'm probably gonna need to grab something pretty soon. Now, really quick, just so obviously right here, I know I put the tin in the same way that you would usually make. I guess in some games it's gonna be the elongated buckets. Some games it's gonna be the metallic boats, this and that. Now I have made a set of tin canisters. I'm not gonna actually get that going. I don't really feel like wasting all my stuff on that, but you can. If I put the tin in a slot of 4 here, it's gonna make myself a tin plate that is gonna be for something different. Since we are going early on in this, I don't want to waste any materials. Actually,
Yep, you don't want to be wasteful, man. Don't want to be wasteful. First things that I've
trying to
always
think.
gone for have been getting my first steam dynamo set up,
Oops.
setting up a pulverizer on it, and a
Yeah.
smelter to, or excuse me, it's the advanced smelter I think, or whichever, or no, yeah, it's advanced smelter I think is what it's called.
Something. Yeah. Now.
And what it does is it produces twice as many ingots, but you have to put sand in to smelt with your ingot.
Yeah. So if you're not next to a beach or anything, so now we luckily are right here. So we're a bit luckier off, but other people, you're not gonna have access to a couple of things that you normally would. Now let me actually double check. I should be able to start making. Let's see, refinery. That was the tanks. Tank is. Oh, I need glass. I don't really feel like going out there and picking up some of that sand. I see a couple creepers outside waiting to kill me.
I think it's getting close to being. It's daytime.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
pretty
There.
much
I know
day.
that there's a couple creepers around that side of the building. They're definitely waiting to kill us. As you guys can see here, there's actually conveyor belts. You do need a normal conveyor belt. I'm actually trying to see. That should be that one. Yeah. So rubber bars. We did pick up rubber from the rubber trees. You just need normal redstone. I did not find any redstone down there quite yet, and we need iron ingots, which we also have not found. Now, of course, iron ingots, you need specifically iron. You cannot use it with anything else. So that aluminum, that tin we found, is not worth it right now.
Sounds like another mining runs in store.
I might have to. Now, let me see. I don't remember if I can. I want to say I can toss the rubber in there to make the rubber blocks. It's been a while. Tekkit, there's
It,
definitely quite a bit to learn. You end up
I
having
don't
to.
know if you put it in
Yeah,
a
there we go.
furnace, an advanced smelter, or if you put it into a compressor, or what you put it into. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many different machines.
Yeah, right now, if you toss raw rubber into a furnace, you're gonna be getting some rubber bars out of it. And that will
Okay.
be used for a couple of conveyor belts. It's gonna be used for a couple of the normal machines, at least as starters. Back
And
Grass World.
this game is so addictive. My 4-year-old daughter plays it on like 3 different tablets.
Hey,
So
there you go. I know Minecraft. Just especially for kids. For young ones. I mean, obviously the server, because it is a hard mode server. I'm not gonna say like, oh, go ahead and have your kids
yeah,
hop into
yeah.
it.
No,
But
definitely not. They wouldn't. They would scream and hoot and holler and probably break your computer like I
yeah,
used to when I was younger. So.
definitely don't go logging in thinking, oh yeah, it's gonna be easy, it's gonna be great. You're gonna have a pretty rough day.
Yeah, because it's probably going to end up being rougher later because I'm going to end up adding in a couple of things. One's definitely going to be probably them not burning at night. See how interesting it is during the day when people are trying to find the resources outside and meat while they're being chased still.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. I'm actually gonna try and grab some more wood really fast.
And if it
Um,
doesn't work out, I can always take it out, you know?
yeah, exactly.
So the
So let's
whole
see.
thing is you can add in, but you can't, or you can add stuff in and take stuff out, but it's a whole lot easier to take it out than it is to add it in.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna collect some sand really fast. Now we're not gonna find any right now, but you will have noticed as we were actually walking in, there were a couple of the trees. They are different colored. These saplings that you get off those trees are gonna be different colored as well.
Here, I got a shovel. I'll help you with this here. You should. You did you do kit?
Hmm. Yeah, I
Uh,
ran a kit earlier. This is actually just a shovel I had that I still had active with me.
okay, that
Just want
works.
to
That
make
should
sure.
still be the one from your previous, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, just trying to get to those blocks. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Sand blocks.
That's 16. Now, a couple
Um,
of the
here you go. I got you. Got 16.
yeah, I got
Here's
16 on
45
me.
more.
That works. Now, a few of these actually will require different objects. So right now, you're gonna see this is lime Illimar. A couple of this where it's gonna be stuff that we're not gonna be finding anytime soon. But you'll see these stained saplings. Now, stained saplings we're gonna be finding all around the world kind of thing. But they will be used in other materials, in other pieces of equipment. Oh, that was skeleton
Ah, we
from
got one that's
somewhere.
got enchanted armor. He doesn't burn during the daytime. Nice. Oh, there you go.
If there's
Hey,
anything, there's so many things in this like when you start going into a Tekkit, just different plugins, different mods that are active. There's so much available to you that you can take days, you can take weeks to try and get through this. God, baby zombies, infuriating things. You'll actually want to keep a book or a journal next to you just to try and make sure that you get everything correct. Because chances are you're gonna be forgetting something. You're gonna be going through and say like, oh, how did I make that again? Like, what materials do I need for this? You won't remember. I mean, I don't even remember half the
yeah.
time.
The the- I think it's the NEI system is what provides that for you, so that you don't have to worry about finding the resources or not trying to find the resource. Excuse me, trying to find online resources of how to make this or that. It's all right there for you in a recipe. It's a little
Yeah,
easier to get to. Okay, is it daytime? Oh no, it's is it raining?
yeah, it's raining, which means that there's
That's why.
just enough darkness for these guys to come out.
Hold on, I'm gonna turn it to sun for right now. Since we're out here trying to do stuff. Of course, these guys in the water are not gonna burn up real
They're
easily.
not going to be as tough in the water for sure. Hey, it's a creeper head. That's really nice. Now heads again are used in this game. You can use them as decoration, but they are also used in some of the schematics. You'll obviously if you guys have fought the Wither in the new
Uh,
game,
kill
in the
him, kill
updated
him.
one. Oh, there he goes. Oh, that was a bonus.
Look at yeah,
Oh,
bonus mob.
hello there,
And
creeper.
look at the price you get with them for being a bonus mob.
Yes, actually, I never did check the rest of that. If you give me 2 seconds, guys, I'm actually gonna hop in here. So normally when you start this game, when you first log into the server, you're gonna get $750. So right now I actually used a 500 to get a new set of tools, but from killing things, I was down to 300 when we first started this. I am back up to 1,092. Not a lot of money to begin with. It'll buy me maybe like one or two things in the shop, but all of them,
It'll get you quite a bit in the shop, actually.
I mean,
If
if I was to grab like machines and stuff, it wouldn't be a
if
ton.
you were to grab a steam diamond dynamo, that'd be one of the parts. All you need is an aqueous accumulator and a bucket, fill it up 3 times with water. Make you an infinite water source.
Yeah.
Put your aqueous accumulator. Put your steam dynamo up there with your,
Go ahead
I
and.
what is it? The conduit, and there you go.
Yep.
Throw some coal in it. Got you an engine to power all your furnace, your or not power your furnace, your pulverizer and your smelter, and you won't even need a furnace because a furnace will actually smell stuff a lot quicker than a furnace, or
Yeah.
excuse me, the advanced smelter will do it a lot quicker than the furnace will. Thank
Yeah.
God.
So actually, let's see real quick if I can't get that. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and make that sign really fast. See if I can manage to do that correctly. So that's the trapdoor.
You
There's the signs.
you would stand looking facing at the chest and place it in the block in front of it.
So it's the block right. Should be right there,
Yep,
and it's
and
what,
then
private?
put brackets private.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if that works, and then what done? Yep, there it goes. So now you can see it actually locks right up on their chest. If I want to have anybody else sign into that, if I'm correct, I can. It's I can punch it or something.
I think you right click the sign
Yeah. So lock it, sign selected,
and
and now I can use the line number and the text to edit it. So if I want to toss anybody else on here, I have access to roughly another two names. So
and you
if
can
I want to
add
let Bruce
another
here,
sign. Well, yeah, you can add another sign also,
right down
and
that
add
side.
more people, 4 more people. So
Yeah. So if I wanted to, I could add Bruce here. He'd be able to go right in my chest. I can use my chest, no problem. But if somebody else was
look
to try
now.
and use it,
No,
they would
I'm
not be
just
able
kidding.
to log into that. Yeah. So
I don't
right now
have.
he can try and hit this thing as much as he wants to, and it's not gonna let him in.
Well, I mean, I could get into
Well,
it,
yeah. I
but
mean,
no.
if you got
If I have
admin
to see what's in it,
capabilities,
I can look. If I need to see what's into it, I can look into it. But I know that there's no reason to look into it.
yeah.
But you can add me for any of the resources I pick up while we're playing around. I've had a little bit of string, got some oak saplings, wool, 2 pieces of raw pork chop. Here, I know you need some food, man. I
Yeah.
know
You
you,
know what? Food always counts in this game.
you gotta cook it first.
Ah, that's right. Yeah. Actually, you have to do that for the pork. Chicken you can eat raw. Pork you cannot. Actually, while that
even
is
though it's
going, let's see.
even though I think it's supposed to be the other way around. You're not supposed to eat chicken raw.
Yeah, exactly. Now, while that's going, I'm actually gonna go head over back to spawn real quick. I'm gonna show you guys how those sign shops going right now. Since we do have a little bit of money to spare, we can go ahead and use that. Now, obviously, because I am running on a full computer right now, it had to take a second for itself to collect it. Let's go ahead and check out these shops. So a couple of these we're not gonna find underground. We're not gonna be able to make anytime soon. Let's see. We want a lectern. Let's see, writing desk, bookbinder. See, here we go. Here's the ingots. So there's the tin ingot, copper ingot, and then you get a couple of the other ones. So gold and the iron, we've all seen before. But here on, that's all new stuff to us. A lot of
Now,
us have
see,
never
there
seen any of that.
is this one here. It's meteoric ingots. They're 15 grand a pop because they're very hard to come by.
Yeah, that. Yeah, those ones I'm not gonna make. See, the gold, I can buy two gold. Iron right now, that's a buck 56. If I need any iron to make stuff, go and click on that for a while. I'm actually gonna double check. I want to see if we've actually got access to. So we got the hammer here. We got the chisel.
Yep.
I'm gonna see if we have anything we can go ahead and log into the mist world real quick. I'm gonna see if we can or not. So there's the
And
steam
this here it
dynamo.
is. Leadstone energy conduit is what you would connect up to your steam dynamo.
Yeah. That
That's
entire thing, like that's stuff that if I tried to mess with it right now, we'd all get
it's
lost.
actually pretty easy to manage once you learn what configurations do what,
Yeah.
because it's all color coordinated actually, believe it or not. When you do the machines, you can do the configuration, you can look at the sides, and each side has a color code, and that side will tell you on while you have it open on the schematic, or not a schematic, excuse me, on the backdrop for the machine, what color is from what. Like if you're putting in coal into a certain item, that particular thing may be blue. And then on the right hand side, you have what's coming out of the machine. You would make that a red pipe exit.
Yeah. You can get everything going. So I know a lot of people. You can think of it as oh, must have nothing in hand. There we go. That's better. So a lot of people will go underground. They'll have huge systems going where they have their They're mine carts with the chests in it. Everything will be powered rail. You can keep running around, and toss items in there. What happens in this game is those pipes. It works kind of like how the hoppers do. Now for all the new ones, you can get automated systems going. But these pipes, if you actually have your game on a high enough graphic setting, you can actually see items that it has collected, items you're trying to transport, go through certain pipes, go through certain tubes, stuff like that. So like oil, the oil we were talking about earlier. If you actually have a couple of those pipes that have that active, depending on which color it is, depending on like what direction it's supposed to move to, you'll actually notice, this oil is going to be constantly moved, kind of like how water and lava, it'll go block to block to block. Same thing goes here. Now we're actually going to grab a couple more of these iron ingots, just so we have a few iron. You can never have enough iron. We'll just need to go kill some more monsters later. I'd say 24 to start. Go from there, and then we're going to go ahead and type in home. Teleportation thing moves again, and we're going to go and pop right back to where we set our home at. Now it is dark, so I'm actually going to put a quick piece of dirt there. Rather not have another named and special mob come in here and ruin my day. Do that.
But I went ahead and I'm working on trying to set I'm working right now on setting the sale tax back to where it should be. There we go.
There you go.
I'm gonna fix that issue. There was one other thing I needed to change.
Oh, there we go. That's actually what I wanted to show. So you do have a couple of things. So there's Steve carts. Now obviously, like I was saying, there are all the Minecraft stuff. As far as minecarts go, as far as like the hoppers go, there are actually going to be, it's either 2 or 3 different mods that are active that give you different settings to add to your underground minecart systems. I'm not even going to try and use this. I actually myself was never good enough to learn all that. If anybody actually wants to hop in and teach me, I would be more than happy to learn. Believe you me, because that is not something that I am good enough at. I know one of the other members of Flying Eggers Gaming, he actually has an entire game set up now. He's got a couple extra worlds. We're gonna be doing a couple other episodes this weekend. As soon as he logs in, we can actually have him show you guys exactly how that all is gonna operate. Because I will not do it justice, to be sure with you at all. Actually, on that same note, since it is now roughly 3 o'clock, we're actually going to be calling it a day for right now. It is if you actually look outside that window right there, you can see through my screen. There's let's see, 3 creepers, a couple of skeletons, a few zombies, and they are waiting for us to open that door.
Yep.
I know.
I'll be coming back in just a second. I'm reloading the configuration for the shop.
Yeah.
Make sure that the prices are back to what they should be.
Yeah, good to go after I went through and bought something. Now I do have my little cave blocked up.
All right, I'm back where you are now.
Yeah, you should. I think you should be spawning in just a second. Now I do appreciate everybody coming here to watch. Once again, before we actually log out, I'm going to show you that. That is the Addicticraft logo. As you can see here, it is the Tekkit main pack 129G. That is the blue rocket on that page. If you have anything else, you are on the wrong one. You want that little blue rocket. If you need help, just let me know. Send me an email, send us a message, anything like that. This is through addicticraft.engine.com. There are 2 ways to log into this. You have either the numerical IP or the non-numerical IP. That is 129.99, 222.59. Or you can go through tekkitmain.addicticraft.com. It really depends on if your computer is going to be touchy or not. And again, if you actually want to, and this is always thrilling, you go onto their website, you can see it right here. You've got the login, you got the register. It shows you your server status. You know what? Right now, there is just a couple of us online because we are doing this. But if anybody wants to log in, we are more than happy to have other people to play with. And you know what? If you guys do something great, if you build a huge gigantic shelter, I will walk over there myself and I will post that right here online. Like I said again, we actually do not have the texture pack or the shaders enabled on this server, so it is bland, it is boring, it is, it's mine. I am not gonna lie to you, I don't like it. I don't like it with a lot of like the bells and whistles. But on their page, you can actually go through the gallery. You can see what it looks like. It will not be this. It will not be anything close like this. But go ahead, hop on there. Once again, I thank you guys for coming in, watching that. I also want to thank Bruce for going ahead and letting us in here, kind of showing us the grand tour. Taking a quick journey with us underground.
As always, as always.
Like, if you guys ever want to log in, he will be here. The server is 24/7. You can ask him any questions. You can ask him for any help. He is more than happy to do that.
As long as it's reasonable help, of course.
Yeah, you know what? If you're if you're gonna ask him to give you a full set of equipment for, from the items log, it's not gonna happen. It is a hard mode server. You gotta work for stuff.
Yep. Once you leave that platform on that island, you're on your own, unless you bring friends.
Exactly. You know what? Here's what I want. If anybody actually logs in, we've got that top monster, top monster slayer on that side. I am up there 51. The account I'm using right now is the Zero. That is my personal account for Flying Eagles Gaming. Now I got 51 kills right now. If anybody logs in, I actually want to see if any numbers can get anywhere close to that, by all means do that. We're gonna go ahead and shout you out on this page. If you want, we can also host you. So make sure you get your numbers up there.
And just in case the Monster Slayers board decides to get too long and vanish, I'll go ahead and write down the top people and write down what they've got for numbers, and then go ahead and add everything together and see if we can find some people that can get some real scores in here. Now, do bear in mind, if you kill enough of the same mob over and over, you will get a grinding penalty,
Yeah.
and which means you're going to earn less and less money to the point where you get nothing.
Yeah.
And then best thing to do is wait about a minute or two, and then you can go back to fighting again for the money. I mean, if you don't care about the money, which you might want to because you do kind of need it, then by all means kill away.
Yeah. Blitzgamer, my time block right now, I am set to 3 o'clock. I we can probably go just an extra half hour. That's probably fine. Let me go ahead and grab all my gear back out of that chest. We can head back underground.
Well, let me get rid of a few of these trash items that have like no use.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I'm just gonna go to creative real quick just to make this a little easier. I know
Ah,
it's cheating. Don't give me no crap about it. I'm just trying to get this stupid golden chest plate that I had from the one mob I killed.
yeah.
Other than
Nope,
that,
you're
I just
good.
wanted. Let's see,
Ooh, that
survival.
skeleton did not like me there. Yeah. Now
Okay.
normally, because he is admin. He's usually going to be flying around. He's not usually going to be on the ground playing with us. So I really do appreciate that I actually have that extra set of eyes, because underground there were a couple times where we were both about to die. Give me 1 second. I'm actually going to load up that kit real fast. So that's going to be $500 out of my set. So I'm going to do kit tools. Going to grab myself an entire new set of equipment. Toss that away, and I'm going to be $500 less rich. But I at least have a full set of tools I can use. Hey! He's actually been nice enough to grant me that 500 back. I know it's probably
Why don't
just.
you put me on that sign so I can put this stuff in your chest?
Oh, that chest is right now it's pretty full. I know I've got it.
Do you have a spare chest?
I can make one. That's not a problem.
I don't have any wood on me either.
That's
All
fine.
I've got is just a couple of things, like just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things, 7 things.
Yeah, I got a single chest. I'm about to plow. Let's see. Ah, that's right. You can't even put that right there. Hang on a second.
I got
Go and dig that hole out.
you.
There we go. All right. I'm just leave it unlocked for now. Obviously this one we're gonna put private for just a moment.
Yeah,
Hey, everybody who just hopped in, thank you for joining us on the stream. Normally we be shut down at 3 o'clock. We're gonna actually hang out for another half hour, but we will be back on later tonight. Let's see if it's roughly 3 o'clock my time. Oh, thank you. Food is definitely important.
Yeah, we need to go hunting.
Yeah. Well, going out there right now is not a happy thing.
uh no.
Hey, zombie flesh.
Let's see what we got going on out here right now.
Yeah. I'm actually going to just cut that down.
Actually, we're good. There's looks like books.
Yeah, I dropped the books earlier.
Uh,
Obviously, there's no
well,
trash
here's
can in
here's
here.
one of them back.
Yeah.
You can't make disposal signs.
Oh, you can do disposal in this game too. Okay.
Yeah, you can make disposal signs. As
That's
far as I remember, if you can't, let me know so I can add it in there. But you should be able to.
yeah. You know what? That actually would make it quite handy.
I would put it right back in here, right above behind that chest.
Yeah. I know. I might actually do that later. That's for sure. All right, let's go ahead and crack this wall back open. Let's go ahead and head back down into hell.
Yeah, for real.
Now,
Back into
let's
the
see.
abyss.
Now I know the next time block, especially for today. We're actually going to be doing another episode later. It's going to be probably our time. We are actually -7 global mountain time. So I know Bruce here. He is actually going to be 2 hours ahead of my time, so he might not actually even be in chat later. So if anybody actually has any questions for him, by all means, let him know now.
Every time I play this game all day long, I can't help it.
There you
I'm
go.
addicted.
But I
Oh,
know
there's coal back here.
we will be on at least the rest of my group. It is just myself right now, but we will all be on at 6-7 o'clock tonight, ready for some more Minecraft. Hopefully these zombies stop bugging me. Yeah, there's a ton of iron down here. I got some tin over here.
I found a whole lot of coal right here.
Gonna be seeing
That'll
if we
come in
can't
handy.
find any more gems or anything. We can get some of that material set up. Let's see. I'm gonna grab this iron. Hey, actually, it's our first normal block of iron. How nice.
Yeah, it does seem like the iron's almost favoring the other mod more so than it is the vanilla. Oh God Almighty!
Oh, hey, there's a zombie. Whoa, that zombie has a lot of health. Oh my gosh.
Had.
Yeah. That zombie. I don't know if you guys noticed that right before it died. It had roughly 17 blocks of health there. Ooh, hello, light. Yeah, man. I'm actually surprised we have not found any of the other caverns quite yet. Oh,
Now, there
here's
was
some
the
here's
one
some
that
lead.
was hidden under, but that one block that we never went after.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Oh man, the mini
Little
zombies are
bastards.
probably like the worst ones that I've seen yet, because
Yeah,
they'll pick up items on the ground, and they will not actually drop it completely when they die. There is always a
that was
chance.
their little buttholes.
Yeah, they just it doesn't matter what you do. They're going to be taking all your stuff. Oh, let's grab the iron over here.
Got some more coal right behind it too.
A couple zombies coming back
Diggy,
in. I'm gonna go ahead and take
diggy,
care of that real
hole.
fast. Now, the server later tonight, it is not going to be as quiet as it is now. So, if anybody actually wants to play, I would actually play it, now more than later, just so you have someone else, you're not worrying about anybody coming in doing anything bad. They're not going to be stealing any of your equipment, not stealing your ore. Actually, really quick. I thought you were a zombie for 2 seconds. He popped up right in the corner of my eye. Little scary there. God, there's a lot of zombies going on. Sit
All
in
right,
here and eat real quick.
I'm putting torches down so we can see. All right, that one splits off two ways. There's an Enderman down here. Let me get rid of him.
Yeah. So actually, really fast, just so I can show you guys, I'm gonna set up a quick raised mini map. I'm gonna go ahead and toss in a quick waypoint so I know where we are, just in case we actually fall down this hole. If we die, even though we do have our house over there, obviously trying to come back here and find this area is not the easiest thing. So I'm gonna go ahead, hit M, hit the waypoints. So I've got that one turned off. I'm gonna go ahead and add another one. Now I can change any of these colors. So let's say this one we want to have it as purple, right? Or I guess kind of purple. So we'll do oops, like that. And we're gonna call this one. We're gonna call this underground cave, right? Gonna type that in
Yeah,
real
we can
fast.
call it whichever works.
Yeah. So obviously I got a zombie right in front of me now, but you'll see I just made a waypoint. It's gonna be floating there in the middle of nowhere. This is my underground cave waypoint. Up there on Ray's minimap, you can actually see that little purple diamond now. That lets me know that this is my current waypoint. That lets me know how close I am to it. Actually just walking around the corner, I found this little bit of tin ore. That's super handy to the game. Thank you, game. And there's a zombie waiting for me to come around.
I'm trying to figure out where you went.
I hop right back up there. I was gonna toss down the waypoint just in case we went too far in.
All
Now
right.
this is just this is a living waypoint. I can set up. I got the death points, actually active. If I do die, it's gonna do the same thing as that, but it's gonna tell me this is death waypoint 1. It's gonna say Zidane try 0 death 1. Any certain number of them. I'm actually gonna go ahead and turn off that waypoint really fast. We're gonna head back down a little tiny bit more. You're gonna see. Gonna see what Bruce has found over here.
Oh, I found a whole bunch of goodies.
Yeah, I see. I see. Actually, we've got some. It's not. It's probably not gold. It's gonna be some more yellow, right?
Yellow right's not a bad thing to have.
Yellow right is not bad. I know. Actually, that's probably gonna be tin. Yeah, that's aluminum. Actually, we're gonna take a little bit of that. If anybody's confused about the server itself, or if they're confused about Tekkit, there are a few things you can find online that actually will help you with that. Tekkit is a large and confusing at sometimes set of mods, but as soon as you get it, you're actually gonna log on to vanilla Minecraft, and you're gonna be so bored you're actually never gonna want to log back into normal Minecraft. You're gonna be actually staying on this the entire time.
Yeah, once I went to Tekkit and played it a little bit, I haven't been back into vanilla since. So
Yeah, that's how I was for quite some time. We definitely do play on vanilla servers here and there, but we can only play it for a little bit here and there. It's just not a server I can actually play anymore and really feel happy about it. It's boring. There's not a lot to do. Like I was saying earlier, as soon as you go down, you collect some diamond, you make that diamond armor. That is it. That's pretty much the end of the game for you.
yeah, I've been picking up some lead ore too. So
Yeah. Actually,
let's
that's
see what we got back down here. Oh, big ol' oh, here we go.
yeah. See, there's a pretty decently damn cave there. Oh, it looks like we got a little thing of that oil here. Oil now, unlike water, you can still swim in it, but it's actually gonna poison you, and that's gonna be one of
I
those things that you really don't want. If you're in it for, I want to say it's a handful of seconds. So like obviously dipping in and out is fine, but if you're in it long enough, you are going to be feeling a couple of the bad
side
things about it.
effects.
Oh, here we go. A little bit of green. So that is quantum ore. That's what we were actually talking about earlier. Looks like the emeralds. So let me go ahead and
Let
hit
me
that.
pull some.
Oh no! There's a little piece of lava right there. We just lost that little piece of ore, but here's another
Aw.
one. There we go. That one we were able to
Meanwhile,
collect.
he's being pushed towards the lava.
Yeah, this is probably not one of the best things that I could have done. I'm gonna see
Yeah,
if
let's
I.
pour oil on top of lava, see what happens.
You know what? Might as well have fun with it a little bit.
You know what it'll do? It'll actually make obsidian.
Yeah, I know it's. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna go
It
ahead
don't
and put
make
it over there.
it doesn't make any sense. Oil on top of lava should catch fire.
Hey, you know what? Minecraft never had to make sense. It just had to be fun.
Well, that's true.
Alright, let me make sure. I should have picked up. Yep, there's some cobblestone. I'm going to go ahead and put that down. So thankfully, cobblestone does not have the normal effect of the lava. It's not going to be like dirt where it's just going to break around you. I actually almost just jumped in right now. Alright, let's go and make a quick little walkway. Because I know I've got a penchant for dying. So there's a good couple things over on this side of the wall. I'm actually going to make sure that I have even a safe zone on this side too.
Sorry.
There we go.
Is there rubies right there? Oh no, that's redstone right there.
Yep, that's going to be a little bit of the redstone. We're going to be able to actually create a couple of those things.
Oh,
Obviously, not a lot. There's more over here. Yeah,
paradox, yellowite, lapis,
yeah. This is definitely good right
tin.
here. We're finding some stuff that we should have found earlier. I'm actually going to go and block this off really fast. Oh, that was actually one more piece than I thought. I'm going to grab a little more cobblestone and block up that hole. There we go. That is much better. So right here, this is yellow, right? It's not going to be gold. Paradots are not emeralds. The quantum ore is going to be an entirely
Stone.
different thing altogether. There's so many different things that you can find in this game that you. Oh, yeah, you know what? There's some redstone. Oh,
Yeah.
there's that damn lava again, though. First rule of Minecraft, and I still break it. I should always
Never dig
watch for
straight
that one.
down.
Never dig straight down. That is the
Oh,
one
but that
rough
takes
thing.
all the fun out of it.
It does. Oh, you know what? So now actually, on a note, as far as all the new buildings, I was saying this earlier. So we were finding a couple of the evolved creatures, is what they're technically supposed to be called.
Well, they're actually they're called special mobs,
Yeah.
and it's part of one of the plugins that we use. And what it does is it'll give them anywhere between more health, more damage, faster. There's been a couple of invisible mobs that I've seen, and let me tell you, an invisible spider is nothing to mess with.
Yeah. So you guys will see here. Obviously, we can't make them. You know, you've got the Wither boss, you got all this, but there's these evolved zombies, the evolved skeletons. You know, if you really want to challenge, you're not gonna be able to make them. You know, there's actually no piece for that. But in case you do find that spawner underground, you got to help you because that'll make nothing but all of these special creatures, and that'll be a really fun afternoon for you.
You hold on to any gravel by chance to drop down into this lava hole?
I do have a little bit of gravel. I know a couple of those have actually been turning into. Come on.
There we go.
A couple of them have been turning into flint. You know, flint. The actual drop rate for that is gonna be lessened quite considerably in this game now. There we go. You know, don't really expect too much as far as all that goes. You know, I know a lot of people.
Whoa.
I just kept walking back around the side. I was gonna grab some of that lead up on the ceiling.
I'm kind of just digging around because usually when you go by lava, there's a couple of ores here and there that are actually worth getting. So
Yeah, I know. On the other side of actually where we came down on the river of oil there. You know, there's nothing but the lava, but there's some redstone over there. You know, you got a couple other things. You know, it's gonna be a bit more time to get over to them. But
it ain't gonna take that long to get to them.
yeah,
All
but
you gotta
actually,
do is
if you
come
look,
over here.
so if you look up right here, this is actually ferrous ore. Now, if any of you know, as far as like a chemistry table goes, you know, ferrous, that is iron. Now, this is going to be the thermal expansion ore. They had to make it different because obviously we've got a couple different types of copper now. You can't have too many of one type of thing. You don't want people to get confused. Even though, trust me, I'm pretty confused as the game goes anyway. But,
There we go. We got
nope, it's
plenty of
blocked
obsidian
off a
here
little
now.
bit. There we go. So I'm actually going to head back up here a little tiny bit. I see a couple pieces of ore. There's actually a different walkway up here as well that we didn't even notice earlier. Oh, and there's some
That's
silver
just
ore as well.
surprising.
We actually
There's some. Let's see. There's some tin right here. Some coal. We'll go ahead and gather that up.
now it may seem like we are literally just collecting things, but that is because we have to. You know,
You can't build nothing out of nothing.
yeah. You know, in the normal vanilla game of Minecraft, you know, you could literally go through an entire game and be like, oh great, you know, I'm gonna have a couple pieces of iron, and then, you know, I'll be fine for who knows how long. You know, you have to take the time. You have to go through and you know, make sure that you have everything you need before you are able to build anything really. So I'm
Found some more
actually,
redstone.
you know, I'm finding quite a few things over on this side. I don't see. Obviously, I hit a quantum ore because it lit up right in front of me. But I'm kind of looking around. I'm going to be getting myself lost quite quick here. But nothing ventured, nothing gained, except
Yeah, exactly.
this entire room. Actually, I'm finding nothing but redstone. You know, there's a lot in here.
Found another paradox.
Oh,
Or
cool, more gems. That's always nice.
it's always good to have more gems.
You know what? When you need so much stuff and it's so tough to actually go in and kill monsters, you know, anything you can find is great.
It's not on my dump. Kaylee.
Oh, looks like that Tote's leaving again. Let's see. Yep, here's some peridot ore down here as well. I don't know if that was you up there, if you just pissed off a creeper.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, so we're not too far away from each other because I can still obviously hear all those explosions.
Well, then go do something.
I'm not
Let's
even sure. I'm in a. Oh God, no! Let me get away from him. I'm in a dark area. I'm not sure where you're at though.
I'm trying to actually figure that one out myself, to be honest with you. Damn.
I'm. If you see a torch, I've been there. Just look for somebody swinging a sword by a torch.
Yeah. Oh, I'm probably gonna have to plug up that lava really fast. As much as I'm appreciating that light, I'm actually gonna need to go make it dark. Just can't afford that right now.
He's like,
You know,
I don't know
I'm
about that.
not a big fan of lava. If I have to deal with it, I will. Oh, there we
That's
go. There's our first block of uranium ore. That
that's what that's why I always I try and carry a bucket of water with me. So if you end up in lava, just jump up and pour it down.
yeah. I know. I'm usually not as lucky as a lot of people are in this game. Oh, let's see. There we go.
What in the
That
world? Oh, that little Eddie
oh
thingy
crap.
bastard didn't. I dropped it looked like a heart from one of these zombies. I don't know what it was, and of course in this texture pack you can't really tell anymore.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's you. No, no, no. Those skeletons are shooting each other real quick. So I'm actually gonna plop down a quick waypoint, or try to. I'm just gonna add a basic waypoint really fast. Um,
I'm not sure where you're at. I'm trying to find you at the same time. Got damn zombies all over the place. Go away.
yeah. No,
Shoot.
I've actually. I'm just a little bit lower. I'm actually gonna be hopping up back to home really fast to my home spawn. Drop off a few of these. I've got a full inventory pretty much,
I'm gonna
and a
put
couple
out
mobs
webpoint
pissed off.
myself.
I got a couple pissed off mobs as well, so I'm gonna have to deal with that in a
Yeah,
second.
they're. I'm trying to get it while I can. Let's see, waypoints. Gotta add this one. I don't care what color it is, as long as it shows a waypoint. Get the hell away from these guys.
Still picking up some rubies. Still finding all sorts of stuff. We actually gonna grab some of that tin. There we go.
Well, I got a whole bunch of stuff on me, so once I can get these mobs off me. Ah, die. Die. All of you die. Alright.
Actually, I don't hear that skeleton. Oh, there he is. There's the skeleton over there. He's taking pot shots
Oh,
at
it's
me.
wonderful.
Yeah, he's been hiding over there on the other side of that little waterfall. So he's been doing his own thing. God, I really need to get a an anvil set up. And
Alright,
start
he's dead.
repairing things. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else in here. Pretty sure I picked up that uranium earlier. Yeah, there's the uranium. As you guys can see actually from right here, pretty much everything in this inventory is new stuff. A lot of it it's gonna take time to figure out. It's gonna take time to remember what each one does. You know, there's no easy way to learning how to use any of the Tekkit.
No,
And
that's
it
for sure.
looks like we got a
Oh, you said you went back up to the house.
yeah. I'm just about to head back up there. I'm actually just seeing if I can climb up or if I need to find a different way up.
We can create a waypoint down here, a private waypoint.
Um,
And then you can just use the waypoint, come back down, and delete the waypoint.
oh, is that it's one of the function or one of the
No,
teleport functions.
it's actually a plugin. And allows you to create private and um, public warps. And using your private warps, what I usually do is if I end up in a really big cavern system or anything like that, the last place I'm at, I'll go ahead and make a warp for that location, go back to my house, do what I need to do, warp back to my location that I was at before I went home, and then just delete the warp and continue on.
Okay. So
Uh,
that I can probably just go ahead and access that right from
Yep.
hopefully right from help all. It'll let me see. So let me see.
Slash warp space p create
Come on,
space the name of the portal or
Yeah,
the
there it is. Warp. So
text in the too.
warp cave. Let's see. Yeah, no switch warp cave. So cave create.
No.
Oh.
Yes.
Oops.
Gotta add a name.
Yeah.
Gotta know what it is if you want to warp to it. I've
Successfully
done that.
created cave. You want to privatize it? Use warp private cave.
No,
So now that I
you
have that,
warp.
because I have it as cave, if anybody else ends up logging in, they can just use that and pop right here, right?
That is considered a okay. If you use, hold on.
Because if it's a public one, then everybody else should be able to pop into that one, correct?
If you use that, it's gonna make it public.
Yeah,
You need to use
private if I'm correct.
this. Oops, hold up. I forgot to put the period in front of it.
Prob.
Oopsies. P create. You would use that to make a private warp, and then you can actually invite others to join your warp. It tells you on your screen, say, oh, to invite others to your thing,
Yeah, okay.
which I'll probably just TP on you. This way I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously, if you have access to the TP warp, but like specifically if I need to come right back down to here, I now have that ability to. Oh, actually missed a little bit of yellow right there.
Because this way, when you
There
use
we
your
go.
teleport and you come down here, I can just teleport. Or when you use your warp, excuse me. When you use your warp and you come down here, I can just teleport straight to you. Now, you guys do have access to
There we go.
TPA, which the only difference is you have to accept the teleport. Now, the next up VIP will have teleport function. They'll be able to just teleport to somebody, but I've been looking at a few ways to try and prevent them from more or less teleporting to people they really don't need to be teleporting to. So I've been
Hmm. Okay.
debating on leaving it out and then just making it something else. I mean, they'll have the slash back command, so if they die, they can go back to wherever they died, and
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Now I've got my inventory open, and you guys can see this, but one of the things that is active with the Tekkit is there is a you guys can see there's the three little dots up here in the top of my inventory. It's the inventory settings. You actually you couldn't see the little flavor text. It didn't pop up because we have the Monster Slayer list going on. I've got the auto sort key to R. So I just hit R and everything kind of cleaned itself up. So I've got everything for thermal expansion in one space. Like obviously a couple of them are gonna be moved around, but it's gonna be putting ores together. It's gonna be putting like things underground together. You know, if you have this on a
Mob
normal,
drops.
yeah, mob
So
drops, everything like that. It groups it all together in as well as it can think of it.
yeah, it's still
Obviously,
gonna be buggy, but
yeah.
it,
Obviously, if you're playing basic Minecraft and that's the only plugin you've got, that's the only mod you've got. You know, you are gonna have it just cleaned up and it'll know exactly what to do. The more stuff you toss in, the more it's gonna be confused. But it's good enough for for what it gives you. Um, let's see, what did I pick up here? Ah, we grabbed some silicon earlier apparently.
yeah, I got some myself too. I got four, I think.
Yeah, we'll have to. I'm actually gonna head back up. I'm gonna go set home. Gonna go toss some stuff in the. I guess in the furnaces. Gonna go run through and grab a couple of those. Now let's see. I'm actually gonna make
Probably
sure.
need to make a couple more furnaces.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a couple more. I'm gonna grab some more stone into
Uh,
my chest here.
you
Make
want me
sure. Let's see.
to peel this wall back some, or
Yeah, if we can go ahead and do that. We can open this area up. It definitely wouldn't hurt. Actually, gonna do the same over on this side as well. So there's that. And to make more of these, let me go and break that and crack that open. There it goes. And this is obviously, just one of those things about Minecraft. You're constantly rebuilding, you're constantly fixing things up.
expanding, one of the two.
Yeah, you have to. You know, early
Uh,
on you can suffer with a small little piece, but later on you need to have something. There
And
we go.
one thing I always like to say, I don't know how many people actually do this. Is one practice that's really good to get into using. And if you're in a cave or cavern or you're out at night, you can simply just place blocks around yourself and encase yourself in just a simple, what is it, two, four, six, eight, 9 blocks is all you need. Or dig a hole and place a block above you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just be safe. Make sure you're gonna die. You're not gonna lose anything.
Because,
That's
I mean, if nothing else, if you're trying to escape from some mobs, and one or two of them drop down there with you, you should place a block. At least you can kill them and then wait the few seconds you need to get home.
yeah. All right.
I tried to explain that to players, but apparently they don't want to hear me when I try and tell them, hey, if you, do this, you won't have to worry about that.
Yeah,
Because
that's just that's sadly one of the things about the game is that a lot of people they want to try it, they want to try and learn on their own. They think that they know what's best for them, which on a game that requires a lot of not even studying about the game, but just a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication. You know, you really actually you need to ask for assistance, you need to ask for help. You know, I know a lot of people will actually go to the point where even if they die, say I was to die right now, all the stuff I have on me, I don't care as much, but there are definitely players out there who, the second that happens, they will quit the game. That's it. They're
Yeah, we do get a lot of people in here that complain, "Oh, it's too hard, it's too hard." Well, I'm sorry that the server's not set on easy mode for your convenience.
yeah,
I
this,
said on the banner, nothing is easy here, and I do mean precisely that.
yeah. So just like we were saying earlier, guys, it's gonna be a tough server. You're gonna have to work for things. It's gonna kick your ass a couple times. Expect a couple deaths.
Well, a couple? Have you checked tab lately?
Yeah, he's the admin here. He's got 21 deaths. Just he's admin. He's not going to give himself a vulnerability. And, if you look
Nope.
up there as well, the other admin, she's up to 45 deaths. They're going to play this game just to just like you guys are. Yes, sometimes they can fly. Sometimes they'll be there to make sure that you're doing okay. But apart from that, they're first and foremost they're here to play a game. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
yeah,
that we ended up running into a lot of problems where it was just we were just doing more helping people than we were playing, and it gets frustrating because you're like, I want to play a little bit too. So that's where we tried to branch off to go for more of the automated everything we can for the server, so people get all the help they need. Especially why I made the book. This way, the book will tell you, okay, this is what you can do. You don't have to ask an admin how do I do this? How do I do that? What do I do? And I had somebody last night that had actually asked me in English, plain English. You could tell he spoke English perfectly. How do I lock my chests and my doors? And I told him, read the book. I said, it'll tell you step by step how to do it. Oh, well, I'll wait for my friend to come on. I don't read English that well.
yeah.
Really? I I mean, I'm sorry I can't translate it into a different language for everybody, but it's a pretty straightforward thing. All you do is just drop your sign down, put in brackets private, and it hooks onto either your door or your chest.
Yep. Now again, because Blitz, you're asking for that. We have that up on screen. This server allows for 100 people. Obviously it is going to be a bit quieter this morning. It's going to be very busy tonight. Definitely a lot more people playing. The rest of Flying Eagles Gaming will be in here. But you've got your numerical and non-numerical right there. 19299 22259 if you want to log in from that. Or you can go and copy and paste that tech at main.addicticraft.com. Again, you can actually find us all online, even if you want to go to Google. They got their website right here, Addicticraft. You can find everything. You can go ahead and register, log in yourself there. You can see all the news, all the announcements. You got everything on there on the right side as far as Twitter goes.
And we try to encourage people to sign up for the site because if nothing else, you'll at least see our Twitter feed. And if there's anything going on with the server, if it's down for whatever reasons it may be, whether it be maintenance or it be hardware failure, what have you, this way, you guys can keep informed and you're not going, okay,
Oh
well, did the
crap.
server go down? Oh, yeah, you shouldn't have forged, yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that one. Yeah. So note to self, everybody, and I completely had forgotten about that before I took it out. So there is one of the objects in here. It is uranium, and it's actually from smelting a couple of the ore. You hold on to it, and you actually get radiation poisoning. So you want you
Go
want to
ahead and
yeah.
pick it up, put it
I'm
where
gonna
you
go
want
and
it.
pick it
I'll
up. I'm
heal
gonna
you.
toss it in a chest really fast. That's terrible. Yeah, I got radiation too on me. Um,
There,
there
there you
there
go.
are ways around it.
You
It's
gotta wear a lead suit, or not lead suit. It's the hazmat
actually
suit, I think.
yeah, but the hazmat suit, I think part of it is made from the lead. Blitz, if
Not
instead of downloading all the mods, you actually, if you want to go over, once again, it's easier to do it from
technicpack.net.
Google. Just you just want to download the Technic pack. There's obviously a couple ways you can do it. If you want to make your own server, you can actually download the packs themselves. But yeah, no, like Bruce was saying, just go ahead and download the actual full pack itself. It's going to be an entirely full game. It
The
does the
easiest
same.
way that I've gotten to do it is just going to technicpack.net. That's the actual Tekkit launcher. Get the launcher and go to the mod packs and just search Tekkit with the blue icon. It's the easiest way to do it. It'll download everything you need and you can just jump right on in.
Mommy, please.
Definitely. it's gonna look the same as if you were playing on like a
Okay,
normal
go.
Minecraft server.
Fine.
It's just the only difference is on the corner, and actually I can log out and show you really fast. It's gonna give you a little bit of a different front screen. Just make sure that I have a dirt. I don't think I have a dirt block there yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. Do I?
gonna crack that right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I do. Um, yeah, let me give me one quick second. Let me go and check that link, make sure that's the right one for you. So if you guys give me 2 moments, I'm just gonna be sitting here on my inventory screen. Again, do not worry about all the extra crap. Yeah, so go ahead, go and click there, get the launcher. Especially because it is a Technic pack, it's gonna be a little bit more of a download than the Minecraft server. The normal Minecraft is gonna be.
Okay.
Worst case, like a half hour.
It
Now,
won't even take you that.
yeah. I mean, depending obviously on how your actual computer is, on how
Well,
your internet
uh,
speeds are. You know,
it shouldn't
it's
take no more than a half hour at most to download.
yeah.
And that's all the mods and everything needed to run the game and getting the game started up and getting logged in. So, I mean, at worst case scenario.
Yeah. But as soon as you download that, that is literally all you need. Actually, as soon as you download that, just to make sure that you have the right pack, it's going to be the Blue Rocket. Once again, I'm actually, you know what, for a Mac, it probably shouldn't actually, it wouldn't even take you the half hour if you're going. Um, I mean, if you have a pretty standard internet speed, like even a 20 megabyte per second, or even like a 10, 12, worst case scenario, 15, 20 minutes, wouldn't be that bad.
And one thing I was wanting to point out and let everybody know about with your launcher itself, it has an options gear on the top right corner underneath the closeout button that allows you to set Java arguments as well as allocate more RAM to the game. If you haven't set it from 1 gig higher yet, I definitely advise setting it to 2, 3, or a little bit higher if you can 4, just because this prevents you from timing out having the game be played enough to where it runs out of memory and just crashes on you. And then you have to restart your game, restart your launcher, or not restart your launcher, but restart your game, get back in. So we try and encourage people to run at least 2 gigs, and you should be fine for a good while.
Hopefully, of course.
Yeah, depending on what you're doing. Now, if you're working with a lot of like machines and you got a home that's got like all kinds of smelters and all kinds of stuff in it, yeah, you're gonna want to run 3 or 4 gigs because that's a lot of stuff to be going on.
Yeah. Now, yeah, the Technic launcher, it depending on which one you have, you obviously wanna make sure that it's gonna be able to run, particularly as far as like the Tekkit pack goes. It's specifically the Blue Rocket. It's gonna be version 129. You can actually see it right here on that front page. Obviously, Blue Rocket. If you give me just a second, I'm actually gonna disconnect. See if it. Yeah. See, so from right here, it's actually not even gonna show me. Not on my front page, but down here in this corner, it's going to show you it actually runs on an old one. So even if you had all the mods set up, you'd actually have to push back your normal Minecraft down to 164. Even then, it probably wouldn't work even as well as you'd want it to. Without actually quitting out of the game and going onto that main page, and even then my Technic launcher, and all my stuff. I have
It
so many
takes a
things
minute to load.
active. Yeah, we'd be sitting here and my computer would try and kill itself. So
Well, even with
anybody,
Tekkit the way it is, when you first load it up, it does take a minute for it to load because it's got to go through all those mods for Forge Mod Loader. So,
yeah, you are loading a good 60, 70 sometimes. Now, for
so
anybody who
might as
just
well.
hopped in there, I am doing a direct connect right here. It is through Tekkit main. I actually use the one that is the non-numerical tekkitmain.addicticraft.com. Once again, just because I wanted to show you guys how the security login goes. Yeah, just because I know people have tried doing that. I'm gonna log in with my password.
And one thing I try and stress to players, this one isn't like your normal authentication plugins where you type your password once. You type /register space password. You're gonna have to type your password twice. It's to verify that you have the correct password, so you don't accidentally mistype your password and then go and try and log in and can't do it because why? You mistyped your password when you
Yeah.
registered. This cuts back a lot on it. I am working on actually getting it's going to take me some time, but I am going and working on trying to get an email system set up for this. It does have the ability to send out email resets for your password. So I'm working on that. That's going to probably take me a while.
Yeah.
But I'm trying.
Now, Bruce, Blitzgamer, he wants to know if you guys are ever going to update the server up to 1.7 or if that's just going to be something Technic Pack wise.
That's something we have no control over. We can only upgrade as fast as Tekkit does, and the way I've always ran servers is I never run anything that's not recommended. Reasons being pretty fairly obvious. It's a development build, even beta builds, alpha builds, they all have bugs, and I right with everything I've got going, I don't want to take, say, 1.210 CX's version. It could potentially break 90% of my plugins. I'm running plugins that were meant for Minecraft 1.2 all the way to 1.8. So
Yeah. Hey, let's make
this is not just one specific version of all the plugins. There are various different versions for different versions of Minecraft, that is. So
yeah.
it's kind of this thing's held together by rubber bands and glue.
You know, though, that's it's honestly more than I could know about running the servers. I know I'm pretty retarded when it comes to a lot of this stuff.
It's actually not as hard as people think.
Yeah.
It's actually fairly easy. When I first started running a vanilla server, I ran it from my desktop, and I didn't really have too much of a
Nope.
clue what was going on. So
Yeah.
after I ran the first one, after about a day or two, I mean, it was pretty much self-explanatory for most
Yeah.
of it. And most of the configuration files you work with pretty much tell you what everything does. So
Yeah. Hey there, King Boca. I noticed that you're trying to run some of the Twitch commands. We actually have all those turned off on our stream at this current moment. As far as getting a couple of these things going with stuff like this, it just makes it a bit easier. I do apologize for that one. Otherwise, we usually have those active. So again, I apologize. Let's get all that set up. There we go. Now again, I didn't want to do that. I want to actually make that torch. Again, we will have our next set. We're be pulling up another episode in roughly 2-3 hours. Probably leaning more towards. Let's see, it's 3:30 my time right now, so we're probably gonna be doing 7 to 8 p.m. my time, and that is -7 GMT. If anybody is still awake, still available around that time, again, you are more than welcome to actually join us. My time block, I'm actually over by the half hour, so I'm actually gonna have to be shutting down pretty soon.
there you go. You got your nice little disposal sign now.
So what do I just actually I'm just gonna try it with a torch real quick. So I'm just gonna wanna right click that. Nah, left
You right,
click.
you right click with the or you do one of the two, and it opens up a menu like a chest, and you just drag and drop whatever you well shift and click whatever you don't want.
Let's see. Hmm. So I don't think it's not letting me go through that. So
Huh. Okay.
I'll have to see if maybe
Hold on.
it's person specific possibly.
Nah,
Uh.
here you go. It's probably because block protections.
Yeah.
You try placing it, just put disposal in brackets.
There you
That's
go.
all you need. And well, I don't think I have you on my allow list right now. Could be the
Yeah, no. If anything, I can always set that one up later. All you have to do
yeah
is you just type in the same thing as the private here. It's just the brackets, yeah.
yeah. You just type in brackets and disposal,
All
and
right.
it'll allow you to do that. Also in your home, you can put a heal sign if you need to,
Oh, that's super nice.
because everybody knows there's no way in hell you're gonna be able to put a heal sign while you're getting attacked from mobs.
No, exactly. All right,
And
so
it's
let's
not
see.
happening.
Do we have Minecraft kit PvP or factions?
We
Um,
have no factions. It's gonna be the PvP is gonna be done via hold on, I'm trying to give them stuff that we went mine. This is gonna take me a second here. We actually are going to end up putting in PvP arenas instead of having the full map PvP, and this way people can actually go out. Because I'm going to end up probably turning the mobs vicious at night. So they're gonna be vicious at night, and then they're not gonna burn during the day. So they're just gonna stand around and just continue on beating on you, even during the daytime. Well,
Yeah.
here, I don't need that. You can take that.
Ooh, yay, arrows. Alright, and another pickaxe, because mine's actually about to break again. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'm going to probably put all that in this chest really fast, and I'm actually going to see if I don't have space for that. I'm going to go and put all that in there. Cut out my inventory. I know we're actually looking a bit full, and this is going to be literally all ore, all stuff.
Yep. Before you do anything with it, you get a pulverizer.
Um, Blitz, on our actual channel, we do once in a while go through servers. We do go through servers that actually have factions in them. I myself, though, am not the biggest fan of them. I know a couple of the other members of Flying Eagles Gaming, they have a slight obsession with that. You know, that of course is all them. That's as far from my thing as I can go. But
It's just a heads up to him. Before too much longer, if he's still working on it. If not, I'll end up being working on it. I actually am supposed to have someone working on a faction server as we speak. Aside from that, if he doesn't, I guess you can say, cough up what he has been doing, supposedly. You know, it building a faction server for me wouldn't take long. So I do plan on having a ridiculous amount of servers. So I am always looking for staff. If you guys, have experience with doing staffing and stuff like that, we do have an application on our main page. You're more than welcome to fill it out. I'll give you a response back to let you know what I think, yes or no. So you're not just waiting and sitting there going, I will at least respond back with a yes or a no.
yeah, yeah. Blitz as obviously it probably wouldn't be through me. It's going to be through one of the other members. I always tag along just because the more the merrier. But as soon as I hop into a factions game, or if we end up going into a view channel for that one, I will definitely let you know. Like I said, always the more the merrier. And then actually right here on that front page, since since you're saying you do have experience of being staff, once again, you can go through Google, or you can go right to their Twitter page, just Addicticraft. But right there on their site, you can go ahead, toss in that forum, go ahead, do that. You can go and do the contact. You can let him know, send in that resume, or not even resume, but you can let him know that you're looking forward to trying for that. You can, admin, moderator, what have you, but that is all going to be right there. For anybody else who just decided to hop in, right here on that front page as well, that is going to be the IP for both the numerical and, if you want non-numerical, right here at Addicticraft. Obviously, friendly staff and helpful. It's going to be through the Tekkit, so it's not going to be your normal Minecraft. You're going to actually have to go online, download that Tekkit. You're going to want the updated one, and then you're going to want to find the blue rocket. That is 1.2.9. Don't
And
forget
make
that.
sure you use the latest recommended build 129G.
Yeah, make sure that is all set. Otherwise, you might not be able to log in. You might have a couple bugs, this and that. It's just the easiest thing for everybody.
Couldn't agree more.
Once again, I want to thank Bruce for actually letting me even hang in here for that extra 40 minutes. I know my time block is.
We love it, man. We love having people here.
Yeah. I know. As soon as I hop out, actually, it's going to be easier for a lot of those people to log in. There's 100 people that go into this server, but obviously, since I stole away the two admins for the day, there's that.
I mean, even if you were recording right now, I'd still be doing adminning on the side. It wouldn't matter. I can multitask easily.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Blitz. If you give me 2 seconds, actually, I can go ahead and log out. I'm gonna leave this stream open. I can show you guys actually how to grab that. So it's gonna be blank screen for a little while, and I apologize for that one.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, it's gonna be dark for a bit, but we're gonna go ahead and grab actually my front screen. Now, of course, you're going to I'm gonna actually have you guys ignore my screen at this current moment in time. Um, Actually, let's see. See if I might actually will even let me grab it today, or if it's just gonna have me do a basic screen capture or not.
It's being touchy, huh?
You know what? That's the one thing is that it doesn't matter how often I try and fix this stupid thing, it's always gonna be like that. So this obviously, if you can see right here, this is gonna be the Tekkit. As soon as you actually go ahead and download this, this is gonna be exactly how it's gonna look. Now most times it's gonna look a little bit. Let me actually make sure. You're gonna see this most likely is right in the front. You're gonna see the Tekkit Legends. It's gonna tell you this is available launcher, this and that. You actually want to go to mod packs. Now I have a couple. I only have a few on this one. This is actually gonna be my side one. But you're just gonna go ahead and add pack. Easiest thing, just look for Tekkit. You're gonna look for this one. That's gonna be the blue rocket. The blue rocket is gonna be the 129. Most times, if you have it, if as soon as you install it, it's gonna auto do that for you. You're just gonna go ahead and delete that pack, reinstall it, because I know a lot of them it actually installs it up to I think 120, and that will be a little too late for you. But as soon as you hop this in, and this again, I will actually go ahead and play that, see if it loads up just correctly for us. Obviously it has to run a little bit, so there's that loading bar down at that bottom. But it should give us access to, and this is one of those great things about it is the game decides it does whatever it wants to.
It's just like, no, I don't want to do that.
Well, so the launcher itself, unlike the original Minecraft Mojang one, this one it will not pop up immediately. It'll actually have the computer will slow down for a bit. It'll actually lag itself. It's
It takes a lot of RAM to run Java.
yeah. It's since you do have a Mac, you'll be fine. Don't worry about that too much. But I know if you it sounds kind of funny, but you need to actually have a semi-decent computer to run Tekkit because there is so much extra into it.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're running a single core, even with hyper-threading, you're pushing it.
Yeah. And then like I was saying, all that's gonna happen. So right now I've got 109 mods loaded. That's
Yep.
your computer is loading 109 different mods that add all sorts of stuff. It's again you should see the Minecraft 164 through this one. You're just gonna pop right there into multiplayer. Oh yeah, 8 RAMs. You are totally fine. This computer right now, I've got 12 plus I also have an extra 4 in there right now, and I leave it pretty low. And apart from the usual small spikes of lag or this and that, it runs for
Yeah.
me pretty well. So
And it's hard to believe, and people ask me every time I tell them, and they find it so hard to believe. Those who have run servers know all too well what I'm talking about. It is hard to believe that the server is actually on a VPS,
yeah.
versus being a completely dedicated machine.
Yep. Now there is actually one other thing that I had actually forgotten earlier. Now, I need to fix that because I had moved everything around. There we go. That's better. Everything got kind of squishy there for a moment. But in the game, besides killing monsters, and this completely had flown my mind. There is a vote system in the game, and that is completely fixed. Everything is right as rain. But you've got these, what is that, 8 links you can go through. Every time you go on one, it obviously helps the server out. It pushes it higher up the list. If you're looking forward to having more people in the game, if you're looking forward to him adding for specific ranks, adding more items, this and that, obviously voting is easier. Actually, I don't think I voted today, so it might show you what
No, you haven't. No, the voting is worth it though. We try and let players know that you get the most from voting. If you're looking for money quick, voting is the way to go. You get plenty of diamonds, and if you get lucky and you get what it's called a lucky vote, you end up getting a nice chunk of money and nice little stack of, well, not stack, mind you, but quite a few diamonds to go with it.
Yeah. So actually, right there, you can see because I voted, and so for that one vote, I got 3 diamonds, which obviously, him and I were both down there mining for the last, hour and a half, and we found no diamonds. So, this gives me the ability to upgrade things.
Hmm.
Diamonds will not be the only thing. If I check my balance again, so I've got 1336 right now. Besides the diamonds, I also have a chance of getting the cash in there. There's obviously the chance of getting certain other items, certain objects. It just makes it a bit easier for me.
Well, I
Now,
know from voting from all the sites, after you're doing all the sites, we had one link that was bad that I fixed last night. You get roughly 30 plus diamonds, and I'd say anywhere between 15 and 3,000, 1,500 to $3,000.
yeah.
So,
So if you, because obviously you start the game and he's they're at least gonna grant you your set of diamond armor. You're gonna get a diamond sword to start with. Just some easiest to begin with that because it is a hard mode server. There are a lot of mobs as you saw, but if that stuff breaks and you do not have enough money to say do a new kit to get a new set of equipment, new set of like armor, the diamonds and the money will be the way to either craft your own or go buy some from the shops. So that'll be another way of doing it. And like we said, it
or
does
even
help the
doing
server.
kit.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you don't have enough money for the kit, you at least
Well,
have
instead
that.
of going to the shops and buying all the materials, you can just slash kit again. Get a
Yeah,
full set of diamond armor, the full set of diamond armor, plus get some steaks to go with it if you ain't got no food and you're still out trying to get your house going before you get destroyed by thousands of mobs and
yeah.
mobs.
So yeah,
Just
seriously, food's important for this one. Yeah, I definitely went way over my time. But I'll be back. I'll be back in a good couple hours. If you guys if nobody here has actually been there, you can actually see gaming, Flying Acres Gaming on Twitter. Obviously we're here at twitch.tv. If you actually scroll down that page, you can see all of our links. Our YouTube is up. We are still trying to fix our logos. It's been a lot of fun with YouTube
oh
lately.
yeah,
They are not liking any of the logo sizes we send them. So I'm actually gonna be
that's
fixing a lot
not.
of that. Yeah, I mean, why would they make anything easy? That's ridiculous.
You would think they would, but no, they like it doing things the hard way, so they get bugged.
Seriously. But we got that. You can go and subscribe there. We actually toss every single video we ever make on there because Twitch does not like any videos being there past 2 weeks, or if you are a paid member, past I think like a month. Um, obviously I'm gonna hop out of the server. I'm gonna hop off. I'll be back in a couple hours. If anybody else wants to join us, right there, go ahead and grab that IP. Either write it down. Go ahead and head to their site. Find them on Twitter. Yeah, yeah. YouTube's fun. Let me tell you.
And I'll still be here, in case you guys want to come in and play while you're waiting or whatever it may be. If I don't happen to respond, it means I'm either doing an edit real quick or I might even be eating.
Yeah, what? Someone will be here for you guys to ask questions. But for that, thank you for watching, and that is Flying Icarus Gaming out.